What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Greenleaf Exclusive back at it with another Houston Rockets exclusive video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well. That way you get every notification when I go live, when I drop a video. Y'all already know what the bit is, man. Shout out to YouTube, man. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up. Salute to the chat. Shout out to all the members of the channel. General salute. But yeah, man, we have some things to talk about as far as the Houston Rockets. As far as the Houston Rockets in the NBA, the schedule was just dropped, and they released the Houston Rockets full schedule. We're gonna, chop it up about it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop the link right now. That way we gonna get straight to it. Y'all seen it on Twitter. Y'all seen wherever y'all seen it at, man. The Houston Rockets dropped a full schedule. We're going to talk about it, but in the meantime, between time, had a Jabari Smith Jr. stream lined up for you guys. And we still going to chop it up about it, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to chop it up about everything when it's concerning the Houston Rockets. You feel me? So salute to everybody. Y'all hit the like button. Let me know if my mic is right, if y'all can hear me. Hold up real quick. Hold up. Y'all hear me? Press 1. Press 1 if y'all can hear me. My mic is good. I dropped the link for the Discord if y'all want to pull up in the Discord. That ain't the Discord. Hold on. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what that was. Hold on. Let me drop the Discord link real quick. But shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up once again. Give me one quick second. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me? So that's the Discord link. If y'all want to do the live call in, chop it up about the Houston Rockets schedule, how you feel about the Rockets schedule. And let's chop it up about, man. Shout out to Mr. Charlie. Charlie in the building. Hold on, man. My mic buzzing on my end. Y'all give me a quick second. Okay, there you go. It's gone. Shout out to Mr. Charlie in the chat. He say, salute, Green. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. And here, your topic is spot on. It is time for the city of Houston to have something to cheer for. I'm with you, Mr. Charlie. General salute to you, Charlie. I got Tyler Brown in the building. Salute. Roy Montez, salute. Zach, what's good? JR, what's good? What up, Chess Ready in the building, man? What up, Chess Ready? Salute. JR Bennett in the building. Heisenberg, what's good? Nathan Drake, what's the business is? Shout out to Miss Jan K. Shout out to the homegirl Jan K with the 10 bomb in the super chat, showing support, showing some love. Salute to you, Jan K. Appreciate you. Thanks for the love and support. They say the mic is right, bet. What up, Purvis? Yasin, what's good? What's good? So yeah, man. I dropped the link if y'all want to pull up for if y'all want to pull up for the live call-in show. What up, Javi? Javi pulling up. What's good? So yeah, man. So the Houston Rockets dropped the schedule today. They dropped the schedule. Let's get the likes up, man. Let's get the likes up. Hit that like button, man. Let YouTube know we live, man. Shout out to the Houston Rockets. Shout out to the Houston Rockets. Who I got? I got somebody pulling up. I got Jan K pulling up. What up, Jan K? Salute. Salute. Yeah, I'm about to get to this the Rockets schedule. I haven't really, broken down into detail yet. Like I said, I had the Jabari Smith stream lined up, but we'll take care of that another day. And we can still talk about it, but first and foremost, let's get to the topic, and that's the Houston Rockets schedule. Let me see something. I gotta pull up myself because I want to read it out. First 20 games, to me, that's where you know where the Rockets sitting at. But yeah, what's up with the JNK? What you got on it? What you got on everything? What you been seeing on the Rockets and everything? That's a fact. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't know who's gonna look like, at the beginning of the season. Like I said, I'm still waiting on the Fred VanVleet highlight reel for the summer off his ACL injury and stuff like that. But when I'm looking at the schedule, J&K, I know you mentioned that it's like a tough schedule. I know we have some back-to-backs on some tough games, but coming into the season, the Rockets were what, fifth seed last year. So we're looking at Dallas in game 1. That should be a dub. I know it's gonna be more competitive. You got Kyrie Irving coming back, right? And the other assets that the Dallas Mavericks have. I still think the Rockets are a better team overall. So that should be a dub. You have San Antonio. Now that's gonna be whether you want to be biased or you want to just keep it, how it is. San Antonio was just in the finals. They regroup. I don't know if they lost anything. What they gained was Tobias Harris. So they add something else to their team. So that's going to be a tough out, whether you want to say that's a dub or a loss or L. You know what I'm saying? So however you want to look at it like that. You have Atlanta back-to-back games. Atlanta up-and-coming team. Jalen Johnson, who's a dog. I like what he's doing. I like his game out there in Atlanta. So if you want to say the Rockets, win one, lose one type of scenario, that could be the case. But I think the Rockets are a better team overall. Milwaukee is not the Milwaukee we've seen. No Giannis. Then we have Dallas again. Then OKC. Then Boston. Then Minnesota. Then you got Phoenix who hunting us. Then you have Denver. And go to say that's where it gets tough in that little range right there. Utah, Washington. That's game 14. 15, Miami. And then you have Indiana, Denver, the Clippers. So as you can see, it's gonna be in the middle of a pack run. Now, what we gonna look like coming to the season? That's gonna be another case. I got Laro pulling up too, J&K. What up, Laro? Salute to you, Laro. I thought you'd be over there watching them Texas, man. What's up with it, Laro? Oh, chilling. Oh, damn. All right, hold on real quick, Larry. They say YouTube side, they say they can't hear they can't hear y'all. Hold on, let me fix that real quick. Just real quick. My bad, chat. Y'all couldn't hear J&K.
Yeah, I just saw and they couldn't hear me.
Yeah, I done connected, but we good. We should be good. Now press 1, chat, if y'all can hear the guest. What up, Todd? The show, Chet's ready. Nathan, Laro, JR Bennett, Javi. What's up with it? But Laro, what you were saying, Laro? Then I'm gonna get back to J&K because the chat missed out on
it. Yeah, man. One thing I can say, bro, it's not really just going game for game as far as the schedule went. I took a glance at it, but one thing I will say that we need to keep an eye on that have me a little bit worried is, man, ain't no more cakewalks through the East no more, bro. Zero. You maybe got a couple of them with Brooklyn, maybe Milwaukee, maybe just throw a couple other then. But man, it's not gonna be as easy as it was the last 2-3 seasons going through the Eastern Conference, man. And that's why we picked up a lot of I don't want to say easy wins, but a lot of wins. Period.
I mean, a win is a win, though. You know what I'm saying?
Win is a win.
It ain't like you're supposed to lose.
Yeah, so I mean that's one thing I was just checking out, looking at the schedule, man. It's just the East look a little bit tougher, but we already know what the West gonna bring. The West gonna bring a whole lot this season, so I'm ready for it, man. Just gotta line them up. I mean, we don't have a team full of scrubs. I know throughout the offseason, we nick and nag, we say these things about this player, that player, but I mean overall, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. Just take it game by game and see where it ends up at, bro.
Hey, man, at the end of the day, Laro, you're a Rockets fan, bro. You've been a Rockets fan longer than I have. You feel me? So at the end of the day, yeah, we gon' criticize or give tough love, whatever the case may be. We gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like we gonna miss out on the season. However, it may end up or start or finish. You feel me? So I want to talk about that though overall because a lot of people don't feel confident still in the Rockets. I know we got your boy Fred coming back. We need to see how he look, right? You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be something else to because he's a big piece to what we was doing, right? It made LP look a certain way. He was gentle on the court. He was a vocal leader. He was a leader, and these are all the things that we was missing. So if his health is at least giving us something, bro, you know what I'm saying? Giving us something, I think we'll look like a different team.
You know he gonna give us something, though, Greenleaf. Come
But
on,
I'm talking
bro. He
about
gonna get.
I'm talking about if he look, you know what I'm saying? If he don't look shaky as far as coming off the ACL injury, like if he look like okay, I'm gonna still knock down the open threes. I don't have to do all that other stuff. Amen Thompson got that point guard duties up on him, so he's just gonna be a wingman type of shit to Amen Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Giving us all, but if he can't do that and he missing, you know what I'm saying? He probably ain't gonna play back to backs. A lot of these, you know what I'm saying, veterans not gonna play back to back. I just want the health side of Fred VanVleet, bro. That's all I'm saying. He gonna bring us some, Laro, but I'm just saying, like, I haven't seen what he's gonna bring yet because I haven't seen
the one thing before you let Dre go, I say this. One thing I say, then I guess Dre can't have it. You can send it back to J&K. But look, check this out. What Fred is gonna do mainly is all those duties that everybody else had last year. KD with all the turnovers. Men, Reed Sheppard with all the, can't run the offense properly or whatnot. Just don't have the acumen to actually do it. That's what I'm looking for most about Fred coming into the season. And another thing I'm looking forward to is that old man going and hopping on them young boys' jock going to Philadelphia. But Drake can have it though. It's all good.
Hey, what's up with it, Dre? I got Dre in the building. Hey, J&K, you wanna say something real quick before I move on to Dre? Because I know they couldn't hear you at first about your take and everything you were saying. You want to be real quick?
What I had said was that I actually like the schedule because if y'all recall last season, they had a pretty good schedule, even like long breaks and, soft back-to-backs. But then we would lose the games that we were expected to really annihilate them. So they kind of had the reputation of just playing according to who they were playing against. That's how hard they would play. So if that's the case, then I'm glad that they have a hard schedule. That's basically what I see.
All right, bet that, Miss J&K. Once again, shout out to J&K in the super chat. Dre, what it do, Dre? Hey, Dre, I heard you got some money on the wood, bro. About that Ben Simmons, man. But we're gonna talk about that later on. We're gonna discuss that.
I'm gonna clean up on that. Yeah,
All right,
clean up on that.
Bet. What's up with it, Dre? Salute to you.
What's happening with y'all, man? I haven't seen the schedule yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I saw you was posting, and I'm trying to lock in. But for the most part, I ain't gonna lie, I agree. I agree with Laro to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Like I say, with Fred being back, you know what I mean? It's gonna bring a lot of stability that was needed, and also it's gonna add shooting to the floor. You know what I mean? I don't know how he's gonna react to coming off the injury, but you know what I mean? Like he's always been a shooter. So you know what I mean? He's gonna get a lot of wide open looks and hopefully put everybody in easy situation to get buckets. You know what I mean? It just the only thing that's kind of concerning me is are we gonna try a different offensive scheme, or are we you know what I'm saying, like, what's the offense gonna look like? You know what I mean? I'm hoping that Ime he's gonna step it up a little bit and get a little bit more motion in there. You know what I mean? Generate guys good looks, but I think it's gonna play out pretty decent. You know what I mean? Like I said, Laro said, everybody has gotten better. You know what I mean? And like we didn't make any major moves, and I don't think we need to make major moves. I just think we just need to tighten up on a couple different positions and upgrade the roster. Then upgrading the roster doesn't mean you got to make big swings. It's just you got to get um complementary pieces that go well together. You know what I mean? So San Antonio, they gonna be tough. Shit, Dallas gonna get better. Shit, the West is tough in general. Portland ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Like I say, Golden State gonna take a step back. I believe Denver gonna take a half a step. They're I don't think they're gonna be at the top. They're gonna be right in the middle. So I think they're gonna be right in the same position that we are. But we got to get out to a hot start. I know that.
Right.
We got to come out. We got to
What when hey, real quick, Dre and everybody, I'm gonna read out, the first 20 games, and on the spot, what y'all think the record should be. Hey, shout out to Javi in the super chat. He say we need with the $5. He say we need to see what the offensive coach gonna bring. We gonna talk about it, bro. I know a lot of people. If y'all ain't been on Discord, man, it's gonna, it be get heavy on that Discord about Ime Udoka. So, I want y'all to chime in on that. We can elaborate on it. But real quick, Dre, the schedule. First game of the season, Dallas Mavericks, and then you have San Antonio. Atlanta, back-to-back games. That's game 4. Then you have Milwaukee, Dallas, OKC, Boston, Minnesota, Phoenix, Denver, Golden State, Utah. That's game 13. Washington, Miami, Indiana, Denver, the Clippers, Phoenix, Philly, and game 20. So, my motto, 20 games give you the best sample size. So I was 15-5, and we was 16-4 in the first 20 games of the season. So last year and stuff like that. So this year, Dre and everybody on the panel, J&K, Laro, what's our record? If y'all watching the first 20 games of the season, man. How y'all feeling?
We'd be lucky to get 12-8, bro. You know what I'm saying? With that schedule, it's a day is loaded, man. Atlanta's gotten a lot better. Shit, hell, even the Wizards, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, if they can stay healthy, Trae Young and AD, they gonna be decent. But we come playing Atlanta back to back. Their defense was crazy last year. And they got scores. They got guys that can fill that bitch up. So man,
what you think, Laro?
Almost 13, 12 and 8, 13 and 7.
13 and 7.
Ooh, boy. That's
I was gonna say 13 and 7.
13 and 7. 13 and 7.
Who said 13 and 7? Dre or Laro?
Yeah, I did. Me, Dre.
Hey, I say best case scenario 14 and 6. Worst case 10 and 10.
Yeah,
10 and 10 worst case. Damn, so y'all
10 and 10 worst case.
So let me see. So Dallas should be a win, right? Game 1 of the season. It could go up in there, basically. You know what I'm saying?
But we can't get.
I'm just saying, like, based off our predictions, Dallas should be a win, right?
Everybody healthy. Fred gonna come back like a rookie. Steve O is gonna look grabbing rebounds, pushing people out the way. I mean, how everybody is gonna be healthy. If Fred said he thought we're championship material, so I bet you the OKC and Knicks were worried about their schedules. So we really championship, then it shouldn't be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and that's the thing about it, J&K. You know what? Everybody got a tough schedule. Everybody got a tough schedule. So if it means down the stretch, going into the playoffs or something, we got a bunch of teams like it was last year, all mucked up all season long, where you can go from second place to 11th place or whatever, man, in a matter of 3 games. Bro, it's gonna be like that this season for sure. If it was like it last year, it's gonna be for sure enough like that this season, bro.
So these are the teams I'm looking at, Dre. These are the teams I'm looking at, like, there could be official losses if I want to say. If I want to give them 5 losses, 6 losses. Okay, San Antonio, right? The second game.
Yeah.
That's 1. OKC in game 7 of the season. That's 2 losses. Boston could get tricky. Minnesota, they whooped our ass last year. You know what I'm saying? In all kind of scenarios. So that could be a loss. And that's game number 9.
They all flash now with Anthony Edwards. They all flash. It's all flash now.
Phoenix gonna be coming at our throat. So we had what? That's 3 losses with Minnesota. I don't know how that Phoenix game.
Green, I know you just throwing it around. You can't just be doing it, bro.
What's up?
No, that Minnesota is not a L, bro. It's not. No.
Against Minnesota, okay. I say it could be up in there. You know what I'm saying? Because they whooped our ass last year. They upgraded at the guard position with LaMelo Ball, so it could be a potential L for us. But no, I ain't saying it's a guarantee.
And Boston not tricky either. You know why? Because man, dog, look, I know it's been a lot of pessimistic talk in the Discord or whatnot. I mean, I've joined in on it, man. It's cool to just find the how can we say it? It was bad how we lost to the Lakers last year, but it's cool to like take the shots at us or whatever, right? But just since I'm talking to y'all, we're not like typing in the Discord or whatever, bro. No, this team is not trash. Should I think? All right, go to the schedule, bro.
Okay, so Minnesota. Okay,
Minnesota. Nobody saying we trash, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead, my bad.
I just want to keep it, you know what I'm saying, within a playing field, outside of looking in. You know what I'm saying? If it's a Boston Celtics fan in here, or for somebody else looking here, they would look at it like one way. And I'm just saying, like, it's not a guaranteed dub at the end of the day. So they will play ass. I'm not saying we're gonna lose to them, Laro. We should win against Boston and Minnesota. Phoenix could be tricky. You know what I'm saying with that. Well, okay. Denver Nuggets should be a guaranteed win, Laro, y'all. Denver, they up and down. We don't know how good they're gonna be. Golden State, I think we can whoop their ass. No Jimmy Butler, you know, Steph getting older, and Draymond older as well. So Utah, up and coming team, that's gonna get a little feisty. It's gonna with them little young gunners running around. They got Jaren Jackson Jr. So Utah could be potentially and win trying to get in the play-in scenario.
They should be a playoff team this year, bro.
They should be a playoff.
They should be. Yeah, they should be.
And then you got
it's time for them to stop playing. It's time for Utah to stop playing. Y'all been playing for the last four or five seasons, man. Stop playing Utah. It's time for y'all to step up and do something. Y'all can't tank this year, so I mean, you know,
facts. That was game 13 right there. Game 14, Laro, Washington. Then you have Miami, Tyrese Halliburton, Indiana Pacers at game number 16. Then you have Denver again, game number 17. Then you have the Clippers, Phoenix again, and then game 20 is the Philadelphia 76ers following the Lakers. So
y'all missing. Somebody pointed it out in the chat earlier. You got to take into account injuries. You have a few injuries, and those games may look a lot different than what you think they will be.
Yeah, I mean, like Kawhi might be suspended. I hope he's. Let me not say that. He need to be suspended, bro. Fuck that.
No, they already came out with that, bro. No.
Fuck that,
they already came out with it.
Dre, what they say?
Dre, they came out with it already, bro. No suspension.
What they say? Boy, that's some bullshit, bro. Like, no, so all right, put it like this. I ain't trying to sidetrack, but if they have to cancel the trade, the trade was already put on hold before, but they can't cancel that bitch because that means there's something going on, something serious. And then right after that, like with him, the other company, with I think the jumbotrons or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he was getting paid off that. That motherfucker needs to get suspended, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Dre, do you think he the only player in the NBA?
No,
you know
I
what?
don't.
I
don't think it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro. Like, nah, he got to sit it down, bro. I'm sorry.
Look. First of all,
hopefully he won't be playing. Hopefully he won't be playing.
First of all, what Pablo Torre needs to do is go look at the Golden State Warriors, because I'm pretty sure it's a couple of billionaires that then came through and then blessed Steph, KD, Clay, Draymond, all of them with all kind of under the table stock market tips and all that, bro. Get the hell out of here, man. You better move around somewhere, bro.
But guess what? They've been saying this shit since he didn't go to the Lakers from the very onside of the shit. That stuff been out. So you know what I'm saying? Like this ain't nothing new. This type of stuff had been out. So it's been murky for him. It's just this is now it's just coming to light with more evidence, behind it. But
Uncle Dennis
got
to get his piece too, bro. Chill out, man.
Mama gotta have a life too. Mama gotta have a life too. Anyways, man. So the Clippers. I think we can get the Clippers. That's you know what I'm saying. Long story short, I think we can get the Clippers. I think we get the Suns. 76ers. It had to be early, but man, on defense, they gonna be. I think they're gonna be pretty good on the defensive end, bro.
I think Philly gonna be a good team. They was a good. They're gonna be a good team anyway.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Them boys gonna be good.
Hey, Philly gonna be tough, bro.
I'm trying to
Man,
tell
They
you,
gonna be
and
tough, bro.
that old ass dude went and joined all them young guns and
the old ass
think he a
Kane.
great.
You're right.
Yeah, that.
Hey, what
The old
Reggie
ass
is?
Kane.
Hey, what Reggie is? Because he said he had some money on the wood for you, Dre. That Ben Simmons is gonna join the Philadelphia 76. I'm like, Reggie, come on,
Hey,
bro. Don't put your stock into no Ben Simmons, bro. If you
and
want to
Man,
do
you
it,
know what make me
okay.
mad? You know what make me mad about him, dog? Not Reggie, but Ben Simmons. He coming out talking about he in the best shape of his life. Coming, you know what I'm saying, posting gym pictures. Motherfucker, put some pictures of you shooting. Like nobody trying to care about what your body look like, man. Get like you need to be, you know what I'm saying, showing that three. You need to be showing that you got a jumper, but nobody got no faith in it, bro. Nah.
Dre, check this
Y'all
out.
always talking about he in shape. Nobody care.
Dre, he don't have to. He don't have to shoot. He
Yes,
don't
you
have to
do,
do
bro.
it. No. On that team, no, he doesn't. He don't
Nah,
have to do anything but facilitate, play that great defense he used to play, and he got
he,
plenty of people to pass the rock to.
he
That
can't even
man,
do
bro.
So
that.
That's it.
who would y'all pick up,
I
Laro?
understand what Kate.
Because
That's a stacked team, bro.
who'd y'all pick
That's a
up,
stacked
Laro?
team.
They said it's between
Say-
DeMar DeRozan and Ben Simmons. Who would you go with?
For us?
I don't know. No, for the
For us?
Philadelphia 76ers, real quick.
No. For Philadelphia, I take
neither.
Ben Simmons. I take
with
Ben
DeMar
Simmons. The
DeRozan?
reason why I take Ben is because you know what? We don't need any more scores. We don't need that team does not need another dude trying to get his numbers. He is perfect for that team. Ben, bro, you remember Ben 6
Man.
years ago?
I remember
7 years
Laro.
ago?
I just don't
Bro,
believe
he
in his
don't
game. I don't believe
he
in his
don't have
game no
to
more,
shoot.
bro.
He don't have to shoot.
I get
He
what you're
don't
saying,
have
bro.
Where's he
It
gonna
make a
be on
lot
the
of sense,
floor, bro?
Laro. I just don't trust in Ben Simmons. I don't believe nothing. I don't think he had that mental. I don't think he had that heart to really give you what you really want from him, bro. And he showed he gave up on basketball, he gave up on fish, and now he want to come back. I just don't believe in that part of the of a guy. You know what I'm saying? But it does make
look who
sense
he
as far as the
around.
skill set.
Right?
It does make sense as far as the skill set surrounding those guys. Jaylen Brown, Joel. He gets reunion with Joel Embiid. You know what I'm saying? Tyrese Maxey, he's already his own man. So I get what you're saying, Arrow, but I just don't believe in Ben Simmons personally to make it work.
Check this
And
out.
guess what? Go ahead.
Check this out. When they bench, he gonna come off the bench. When they bench you and he come in, it's like you gonna have Ben playing with those dudes, bro, and it's just like it's
Who
not
you think
gonna
he
be a
playing
let
with?
up because he gonna the thing. First of all, he gonna be the one that give LeBron the biggest break, right? Because Maxey probably scored 30 points this year. I mean, they probably gonna score the most points in the NBA this year because it's not
Oh,
gonna be. I mean, because I will give LeBron his props. He knows he will. LeBron probably averaged 15 points this season. He not gonna care because ain't nobody gonna catch him anyway. So LeBron not even on that kind of time. And you gonna have a true facilitator of the ball for Philadelphia on the court at all times, and that's scary, bro. Your boy joined the stack team. It's scary, bro. He might get 5 rings this year, bro. It's that scary over there. I give him props. He joined her. He went and dick rolled the right first curse word.
There you go.
My bad, Greenleaf.
Nah, we passed the 10.
I
We
mean,
passed the 10-minute mark, man. I took the ass off real quick. We good. I already know how.
throwing rocks,
Hey, Larry,
rocks
trust
at
me.
the
I understand the wave of my panel.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Throwing rocks at the throne ain't gonna get you no
Nigga
closer
Larry,
to winning
fool.
this argument, bro. Sorry, bro. It ain't gonna happen,
Wait,
bro. But nah, I'm just saying, put it like this, bro. Their squad is solidified. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta look at who they got coming off the bench.
you
They got
talking about the Celtics, right?
Nah, we
Who's
talking
it?
the 76ers. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
okay. I thought you was
You
talking
know
about
what
the
I'm saying?
Celtics.
Hey, what's up with it,
They got
B?
Anthony
Who's
Simons.
it, B?
Yeah, Briscoe.
Oh, Briscoe. Oh yeah. What's up with it, Briscoe?
What's good, gang?
What's good? I'm gonna get to you real quick. Hey, what you was saying, though, Dre? My bad.
No, you good. I was saying that, you know what I'm saying, like they got a bench too. Like, you know what I'm saying, they got Dean Wade, they got Nick Anthony Simons,
Who?
Anthony Simons coming off the bench.
Philly?
76. Yes.
They got Anthony
Yes.
What?
Simmons?
Yeah, I know they got.
Yes. Yeah. Anthony Simons. Yeah. He coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta look at it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like when LeBron and Jaylen Brown come in to take a little breather. If Jaylen Brown gonna play a lot of minutes, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? But he gonna have to catch a breather. But that's gonna be VJ time to be ultra aggressive. So you know what I'm saying? So
KD,
why would I be taking the ball out of their hands and put into somebody who's scared to who's somebody scared to attack the basket, scared to shoot free throws, scared to shoot like he's an offensive, like you know what I'm saying, he kills the offense, bro. When they swing the ball and he swing that bitch right back and they swing to him, he swing that bitch right, they kills the offense. If I was Joel Embiid, I wouldn't want that boy on my team again, because he screwed him out the playoffs. Not that year when he didn't shoot the ball under the basket. It was the year before. Because you know what I'm saying, because he was always fucking up the offense, bro. He, you know what I'm saying, like he stretched the floor.
Dre, think about this. We talk
Joel
all
finna fuck around and fuck up his legs or some shit.
Man, think about this, man.
Good,
We talking all this about the Philadelphia 76ers, and we haven't even mentioned Jaylen Brown name one time. And
I just did.
man, KD was not lying, bro. That's a stacked team. If they don't win a championship, it's a failure, bro. Real talk. Like,
That team
Man,
reminds me of the
hold on.
2011 Lakers. The 2011 Lakers. That 76ers team reminds me of.
Man,
When they
stop it,
had
man.
Steve Nash,
Those,
Kobe
those,
Bryant.
like those were old players, bro. There's nowhere near the same.
Hey,
Like,
real
you know,
quick,
how old
Dre.
is
Real
LeBron?
quick,
How old
Dre.
is LeBron?
Real quick, Dre. Hey,
Go
hey,
ahead,
Briscoe. What's up with it, man? You're a Celtics fan, right, bro?
Yeah.
Man, hey, what you
Nah,
feel?
but that
Real
means
quick.
that doesn't mean I can't be a pure Rockets fan as well.
No. You know, so I understand that because you fuck with the kid. You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna ask you how you feel about the Celtics and how you feel about the Rockets because I know you've been paying attention to it, bro. What you got on it, man?
Honestly, about the Celtics, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about the Celtics. We got more role players. I feel like the Jaylen Brown trade, it helped the 76ers, obviously, but it also helped us as well because now we got a solidified number one option. You feel me? So, like, now everyone knows who to go to. We got Peyton Pritchard. We got Sam Hauser. We got a bunch of players that we got Mitchell Robinson. Don't forget about Mitchell Robinson, the best offensive rebounder in the NBA. What else? Yeah, that's how I felt about the Celtics. I felt like third or fourth seed at best. And the Rockets, I feel like I don't feel like what's his name? Fucking not the rookie Amen. I don't feel like Amen Thompson deserves to be on the bench. I feel like he should be on the floor. I feel like LP. I feel like he deserves to be on the bench because he just doesn't give enough. I feel like he doesn't give enough effort. Put him on the court when he starts putting in effort. You feel me?
Kevin, could you repeat the first part? You said you felt Amen Thompson on the bench.
Yeah,
he
same
said
thing.
he said he needs to start.
Nah, same thing Jan said because I got this from Jan. Jan was the one who like inspired me to say that Amen should come off the bench. So Jan, what's your inspiration behind that statement?
Oh, I don't feel anything. I mean, but why do you think he should come off the bench? I mean, they're the ones saying he's untouchable. You know, so why?
Nah, you were the one who said it first though. So like I'm catching this from you. You feel me?
Man, I don't know what you're talking about. You mean? I
hey,
think you
I
got.
get what's going on right here. Hey, man, that's what's up, man. Hey, the Proud Boy showed up in the chat today, Greenleaf. That's
Oh
what's
man,
up, man. Y'all need to go and represent, man. That's what's up. No, that's
we ain't
what's up,
gonna do
man.
that.
Who you
Hey,
talking
they
about,
in
LA?
here, man. No, they in here. No, hey, Dre, if you in the Discord, it's all
Okay, I
good.
didn't see the
But they
Discord. I ain't
showed
seen
up
that.
today, man. They showed up today, man. That's what's up.
No, yeah,
So
definitely showed up today.
Hey, Reggie.
Yo, what up, Green? Salute.
Hey, salute, Red. Hey, Red, you checked out that schedule, bro?
Yeah, I took a look at it, man. We that's a very like the first half of the schedule, especially that first like the first 20 games or so, bro. We front loaded on home games. Now the second half of the schedule, they got us on them away games in the back half, but that first like month and a half, we got like an OKC game, we got a couple other teams in there here and there, but really we got a lot of Dallas, Utah, Sacramento. We got a lot of games that we should, at home too. We should come out. We got a Atlanta, back and forth. One in Atlanta, then we come back play in Atlanta, then we go up to Milwaukee. So it's like them some games we should win, bro. Even some of them road games, it's like, bro, we got a couple at Utah's. I'm like, dog, we really need to be taking care of business on home court, specifically the first half of the season, bro. I think that to address the conversation that was just had, bro, that they was having about Amen Thompson, I don't think he's going to start this year unless there's injuries. But I think he should be starting next year. I think we need to get rid of this KD experiment. We just need to cut our losses, bro. Trade him in February. Get rid of him. Start Amen.
Hold on, Red. You said what? Somebody said that Amen Thompson should come off the bench.
Well, no,
Yeah,
they was having a conversation about it before I started giving my segment.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, JK, you
If
said
look
that?
at it-
what?
You had said that?
No.
Oh. No, my headphones are going in and out, so I have to apologize.
No,
That's why I
what's
said.
name
That's why.
Briscoe said that she said that.
Oh,
Trolling.
Briscoe said that Jan K had said that.
he
I
probably
never-
would.
I doubt that. That's why I had to make you know what I'm saying, get some clarity on that.
I
He
think
also
this
said
year,
LP need to be coming off the bench too.
Well, now
nah,
that-
we need to
Yeah.
trade LP. He
Yeah.
just based on his numbers, he can't come off the bench. Like it's let's get real. But I think KD got to go, man. But as far as the schedule, like Greenleaf asked, I think it's a favorable schedule for us, bro. Like I think we don't that schedule, the front half of that schedule don't look bad at all. That back half, yeah, that's something serious though. More away games, we get more better teams. The only stretch we got a couple series with San Antonio because them division games. So we just playing we got San Antonio in our division, but in OKC. But other than that, I mean, that schedule don't look too bad to me.
And now that y'all mentioned, we don't have a problem starting the season off, you know what I'm saying, 15-5, 16-4, 14-6, whatever the case may be, right? It's when we get to the second round, you know, when Alp gets into that December mode where he just hit a wall and then the team just hit a wall. We got to get over the hump with that scenario. So if it gets tougher later on in the season, man, that'll show us more, you know, improvement on the team, in my opinion. So and then the first 20 games is gonna show you where the team sit at, and you know, do we need more depth? Do we need is Fred capable of playing these multiple minutes, or like how are we going to utilize Fred and you know, keeping KD fresh, not playing him 78 games, or if he does play 78 games, it's not in a way where he's playing all these minutes. You know, Steven Adams as well.
Game.
Yeah, fact.
See, that's
you know,
on Udoka,
Steven
bro.
Adams as well.
Like I think
I was talking about it last year. You know,
but at the same time, you know, Ime Udoka, he played the Josh Okogis of the worlds, and you know, when he played those guys, but when you trust certain players and that's all you have to, you know, that's all you're working with, and you want to win games and not just, you know what I'm saying, okay, let the players develop and let them do this. You have to, you know, it was times in games where KD was sitting and Ime Udoka they forced his hand to playing KD these minutes because these niggas couldn't hold a lead. They couldn't do this.
Here's the thing, Greenleaf.
Yeah.
You gotta win. We gotta take the L on that. We gotta lose. Like whether we win or lose that game, we gotta play them guys because that's how Greg Popovich used to do the same thing, bro. He used to play these dudes, and they'd be like, "Man, why you playing them?" They be dropping games in the regular season, not too many, but they'll drop a few winnables. But come playoff time, he put them same dudes in, and they produce. Because he obviously when the end of the season going to the playoffs, you tighten up your rotation, but there might be an injury.
Right.
One dude might be having a terrible game, or it might be a matchup issue, and that another guy at the end of the bench, he might have to come in for a few minutes, and he could produce. And if you play the same like 7 dudes, 35 plus minutes a game during the whole season, and every now and again you might play a few role players because somebody get hurt, but then as soon as the other guy come back, you put him back on the bench. Come playoff time, man, them dudes ain't come in, ain't gonna do nothing. And that's what happened in the playoffs.
Hey, Reg, check this out. Okay, I'll say this. I saw it coming all season long. I think that we lost 10 games simply if we had Fred VanVleet to finish the game the last 3 to 5 minutes of the game. We lost 10 games by us, and it came back to bite us in the ass
That sound like a
in the playoffs.
62 win game to me.
It
62
man,
win, 60 win to
and
me,
that's
though.
exactly what it was. We can all see those games where we lost them in the last 3 to 5 minutes of the game. We had the game won, and we just choked it off some kind of way. And I think Fred will fix that problem this year. Even though everybody's gotten tougher, so we still got to get down the stretch of the games. But man, Fred coming back is a big thing.
It's a
So
big deal. But
Hey, Briscoe, you got to mute your background, bro.
Oh, my fault, my fault. I
gotta-
got you, bro.
Mute your mic.
it's a
Mute your
big
mic.
deal. But here's the thing, bro. All these other teams, they're gonna have to adjust. It's gonna be an adjustment period. We bringing back pretty much the same team. We just bringing guys, putting them back in the lineup, but we still got the same team. So we should hit the ground running, bro. Because when these dudes figure it out, when the Lakers figure it out, when Minnesota figure it out, when these other teams figure it out, we should already have it figured out.
And that's a question to our young core, Rich, because we put our faith, we put our, everything on the wood with them in the playoffs with no KD playing one game and getting hurt in that same game, whatever the case may be. So we put all our, all in the young core and seeing what they capable of going forward, because when KD's not here, you have to trust Amen Thompson. You have to know what player he's going to be. Reed Sheppard, Jabari Smith Jr., Alperen Sengun, your 2-time All-Star. So we put our trust and see what them dudes are capable of in the playoffs, right? And so going forward, that's what they banking on. You know what I'm saying? The Alperen Sengun effect. Can Jabari Smith Jr. be an elite shooter and stretch the four and Reed Sheppard, can he become a player that we see him to be as a point guard / 2 guard, or however you want to see that. So I think the Rockets are really trying to deal with how their young core is growing, and they put them out there in the field with no superstar in KD, and the Lakers just out basketball us. You know what I'm saying? We had to get our IQ up on the young nigga shit.
No, I agree. It's gonna be a team effort to get better. I think we talk about the X's and O's, but the real thing is the line. Coaching is about lineups and how you place the guys in lineup in the minutes and how you rotate them. Like, starting off the season, bro, coming off an ACL injury, bro, whatever he had, Fred should not be playing more than like 30 minutes a game, bro, for the whole season. He should not be playing that many minutes, bro. Same thing with KD. KD shouldn't be playing no more than 35 minutes a game, bro. Maybe 34, 33. He can literally get 30 points in like 28 minutes. But if you want to say, oh, he needs to play more minutes, bro, 32 minutes a game for KD. That's where he need to be at, bro. He can get his numbers in 32 minutes. No problem.
Just keep him fresh, bro. Just keep him fresh.
Exactly.
Because if he had a season that he had last year, right, and he has another season like that and some this coming up season with the help that he's gonna get, more veterans around him with the whoop. So you want him fresh for the playoffs. So I don't mind him taking certain games off and seeing can a young core win games without KD, right? Or can the young guys win games without Fred being on the court? I mean, they proved that last year, right? But the year Fred was actually on the court with them, they was on a 6-0 losing streak. They had to find out their identity without Fred on the court and without Jabari at times. So I'm just talking about the point guard position at that. So he's coming back. So them games that he's not going to play, can Amen Thompson step up to the plate? Can Reed Sheppard step up to the plate? And we seen what Reed Sheppard was capable of when he was in the starting lineup, or just having heavy minutes, right? So I think it's a lot of things that needs to be thrown into the gumbo pot with this team, but it starts with Fred being healthy and his young core and Kevin Durant getting some rest, and his young core really stepping up and learning from their mistakes in the playoffs.
Yeah, Greenleaf. I look at it like this, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fred, Amen, KD, Jabari, and LP. Bro, I will actually put that starting 5 up against anybody in the NBA, bro. And then, Reed Sheppard, you know, Tari Eason and the other piece, Steven Adams, bro. But I think our starting five should be able to handle their own, bro. Like real talk. I mean, I know how it looked last year against certain teams, but I think the Fred effect, and I know I talk a lot of noise about Fred or whatever, right? But I think he is like a missing little link, a missing piece in that puzzle that Ime was drastically missing. That got people calling him a trash coach and he got to leave or whatnot. The man had a hand tied behind his back all season by a general manager, bro. So look, I think we're gonna actually be okay. I don't know a seed yet. I mean, I'm not gonna even try to speculate on that right now. But bro, I think we're gonna be okay with our starting five, bro. Because I will
Hey,
put them up against anybody.
can I jump in there,
Hey,
bro?
Rich. Oh yeah. Wait, what's up with it, Rich? What you got on it? What you got on it, man? What's up with it?
Salute.
Salute,
Um,
salute, salute.
I hear a bunch of nonsense, man. Talking
Oh
about
shit.
Ime Udoka had his head tied behind. No, he didn't, bro. That the man should have showed up and did his job, no matter what he had to play with, dog. No matter what he had to display, bro. He did it time and time again. He did not display his coaching ability, bro. And forget just offensively. Certain times, at times, bro, you just gotta put balls to the wall, bro, and go for what you know, bro. As a head coach, bro. And to me, he just didn't do that in that Golden State series and the Lakers series. He didn't do it. So regardless of him saying, "Oh, we want to keep the offense vanilla and all that other shit," you ain't got no offense, bro. Let's just keep it real, bro. You rely on your veterans too heavy to win you games and get you through the season. And what happens is he is the Jeff Van Gundy and Tom Thibodeau of the world. That's what kind of coach he is, and we just have to face that reality, bro. It's not gonna get better next year, bro. I'm not saying this team not gonna win more games. If they do win, it's gonna be off of sheer talent, bro. And that's just what it is, bro. It's just gonna be off of sheer talent and them youngsters actually taking that next step. And I don't think it's gonna be on the coaching at all. Cause let's just be honest, bro. With Fred, that's what made Fred so great of a player, and why we needed him so bad, because he is an extension of the coach, bro. Greenleaf, what did he say in the interview? Sometimes Emil calls some bullshit. He be like, "Man, fuck that. We doing something different." So
Mm.
at the end of the day, if the Rockets are successful, bro, it's all for the players, bro. I'm not saying Udoka don't play a role as far as getting his guys ready to play. Yeah, them first 2 years he did. But these last 2 years, bro, fuck out of here. No. Sorry. I'm not giving that, because you're supposed to coach what you got on the floor, bro. No matter what hands you not supposed to lose that Lakers series, bro. No ifs, ands. You're not supposed to get beat by no fucking Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart, bro. And a damn near aging LeBron James. That don't happen, bro. I don't care what coach. That don't happen. Whether you got Fred or not, bro. That don't happen, bro. So I'm not trying to harp on Ime Udoka, bro, but I just heard some bullshit. That's why I had to jump in. But as far as the Rockets going forward, I do believe in the young core, bro. I do believe in them taking the next step, but they gonna have to show it, bro. Too many years I done came in here and gave them too much credit before the season. I'm not gonna do it this year. I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna let the season play out however it's gonna play out. You
You
know,
don't have a choice but to let it play out how it play out. And I know you was addressing what I was saying. So, Rich, I want to say this real quick. I know you personally saw how we couldn't handle pressure down the stretch. I know you personally saw how Katie we shouldn't have had the ball. I think you were one of the people say he shouldn't have had the ball like that, handling the ball so much. That's why. Ime Udoka cannot, let's say, turn what's saying? You know, listen, bro.
He can't
Bro,
teach the old
he,
dog new tricks. I know what you're trying to say, but
bro, listen, man. He can't turn dog shit into caviar, bro. I know
nah,
that's not,
yeah,
but
I,
bro, he can't do it, man. Reed Sheppard is not a point guard. He can all he can do is basically dribble the ball to the fucking court. He can't make a goddamn decision,
Okay,
bro.
okay.
He, bro, he was man. He had a hand tied behind his back. I know we got several a couple Ime Udoka haters on this panel right now. I'm telling you right now.
I don't think it's haters, bro. I
it's not
just
hating.
think
It's
it's
not
just
hating,
So,
bro.
so if you have a
It's just
player,
calling
okay,
out.
let's take your point, Valero. If you have a player like Reed Sheppard,
I agree
right,
with you, Rich.
and you see his skill set is better suited not with the ball in his hands, why not call more wrinkles. Where you got a guy who could play off ball, catch and shoot, and he has a certain skill set. Why not use that more? Why the fuck you just keep him standing in the corner or stand on the wing with his hands up, ready to shoot the ball? Get him some wrinkles. Get him some down screens, some flares, some pin downs. Get him moving, bro. Like he doesn't do that. That's Rich's whole point. He don't like. Okay, and you can run that through LP in the post, bro. Like you don't need a point guard to do that. It actually might work better if you did have a big hitting shooters off of cuts and screens than the actual point guard, because you can play high-low and it might actually turn out better, bro. You had a center that's damn near averaging 7 assists. He averaged, 6 point something assists last year, so what's a couple more assists to Reed Sheppard off ball? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no excuse, bro. Like, to me, there's not an excuse.
Yeah, I hear what y'all saying, but at the end of the day, man, these players gonna have to, they was put in a situation to figure it out on the court. Y'all mentioned certain coaches who put their players in those situations. I think that was what Ime Udoka was doing. And not saying that y'all not wrong about, saying the offensive scheme of things, because I think, and y'all know that I understand that Ime Udoka is a blockade on offense. But I don't think that's the end all be all when it comes to coaching. I think these players need to be held accountable as well. Because if not, and if these players don't know it right now with no offense, what you think they're gonna do with a supreme offense that's in fold? They can't.
Bring you my first question.
Yeah, go ahead.
When you know what I'm saying? Like I get what you I get understanding what you're saying. Do you think that I think our biggest gonna be one of our biggest weaknesses is where are we gonna generate offense when KD isn't on the floor? You know what I mean? Like something like you say, we got some semi shooters, we got some guys who can't shoot so great, but we don't have any scores really coming off the bench. You know what I mean? And I think that's going to be our biggest weakness when it comes to situations like that. When we're gonna have them stumbling blocks, and then we're gonna struggle to, and then try to hurt and put KD back on the floor. And that's my biggest problem with Ime. It happens. It was happening before KD got here. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? And we never really addressed it. We never really addressed, hey, having a scorer on the floor. Like I say, Cam was one of our better scorers on the team at the time, even though it was his first and second year. But you know what I'm saying? He was so dogged in not using one of your best weapons to try to prove a point. I believe that you can do both. Cam was a knucklehead at times, but at the same time, was he using Cam to his best abilities? I'm gonna say no, bro. I'm gonna say no. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna say the same for like Jalen. He was doing the best best he could, but at the same time, Jalen, he was his last year he was having a hand injury problem, and that got kind of swept on the rug. But at the same time, we didn't have any scores coming off the bench, and that was our biggest downfall. And we didn't address it last year, and we still haven't addressed it this year. So, like I say, when it comes to KD getting time on the bench, where are we gonna get the outside? Where are we gonna get the scoring? When KD isn't on the floor, where are we gonna generate easy buckets when you don't have your bona fide scorer on the floor? And that's something that I worried about, bro. So I agree with Rich. He doesn't generate our guys good, easy looks at the basket. Everything we gotta work.
But Dre, if we in a scenario, and saying, I know we talking about the offense, but when you have your center missing point blank layups, and Jabari Smith Jr. Missing wide open threes, we can't make an entry pass to Kevin Durant. Reed Sheppard can barely do this as a second year full-fledged shooting guard, point guard, to what position he was put in. And we saying that the offense is the problem. No, I think that's a player problem. I think Tari Eason missing 40, how many threes in the regular season. I don't know if y'all remember the first 15 games of the season, we had a superior offense, and we was on fire. We had an offense and defense. Everybody was making shots. Then that wall came. Mm-hmm. Injuries. Tari Eason, LP was dealing with stuff. You feel me? And then I know if we want to go to the playoffs, Steve Kerr, he's a proven coach. JJ Redick, I I think it was more of a LeBron James and more of a veteran squad outplaying the young guys. I don't necessarily believe JJ Redick was a superior coach. You know what I'm saying, like that. Now, if you want to give him credit that he outcoached Ime Udoka as far as like scheme of things, I grant you that. You know what I'm saying, because I've seen it myself. But at the same time, we was in a position to beat the Lakers with the young core without KD. It's just blank head, young dumb mistakes was there at the same time. You feel me, Rich?
Yeah, I agree. And those two, I agree about the Lakers series as far as them making dumb decisions. But the thing about with the Rockets, bro, and this what really like got on my nerves the whole year. And I said this year they have to switch this philosophy. It's a major key. They have to learn this year to hit first. Too many times last year, bro, they got behind and they had to play catch up in so many games last year, bro, in order to win a game. They have to change the philosophy and go in it with a mindset. We got to hit first and stay up. And in those first 10 games, bro, I'm gonna be them fools gold games, bro, because the teams they trying to figure each other out. So you really don't know how to play certain teams until after the Christmas, until not halfway, but a quarter through the first, you know what I'm saying, first of the first couple games.
First month and a half, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a boxing match. In the first 2 rounds, you're really trying to figure your opponent out. So once you see that team maybe twice or 3 times, then you already got a blueprint on them, see how they play, see what they main actions are. Then you able to stop that. As we can see, it was hard for them to generate shots. And like Dre just said, when KD get off the floor, and I think we all can agree, where are we gonna generate the offense from, bro? Because you went sign Marcus Smart and Bogdan Bodanovic. I like them signs. I'm not gonna lie to you, but they don't move the needle as far as helping this team go into that next direction. Now I agree with you, Greenleaf. The youngsters got to step up. That's just what it is. LP, Reed Sheppard, all of them got to step up. But at the same time, Ime Udoka got to give them a chance to step up. Don't pull them as soon as they start messing up. Because you got Marcus Smart, who you coached in Boston, who I guarantee you advocated to come over here. Don't have a short leash on them if they are messing up. Yeah, I get it. This is the time of the year. They got to show and prove. They do. But give them a chance to figure it out. You know, don't just calling your veterans and you playing KD 35, 40 minutes a night as soon as stuff start going wrong. No, let them young guys figure it out. And I think that's what was the problem in that Lakers series, bro. You didn't, for Ime Udoka not letting them guys figure it out throughout the season, Reed Sheppard, now you want to throw them in the fire. KD not playing. Your guys not ready. You're not having your guys ready to play. That's coaching. And I get it as a youngster. You in the NBA. You got to come ready to play. But at the same time, your coach got to instill that confidence in you. If you pulling guys every chance you get, hell, I ain't gonna have no confidence either. So that's just my biggest gripe. But I agree. I think we all could be right in some kind of way. The guys got to step up, and that's just what it is. They got to play better. They got to shoot better, and they got to play better.
One
I
thing
got
I
some,
would hold on. One thing I would say is this: is one thing that we throw this word around very loosely. I don't know who you. I mean, they're young in age, but now I mean, I'm gonna give Reed Sheppard. He's still young, but now man's going in the season with
Four.
four,
Uh,
Four.
Agree,
four,
Larry.
Year
Four.
four.
and
four.
And Reed
He's in
four
Sheppard year
four.
3.
yeah.
Year three. Reed Sheppard, man, he all right. You get a pass, Reed Sheppard. You still you young. Nobody else on this team is young as far as years in the NBA now. I'm not giving that pass no more. We're not a young team like that. Young in age, but not young in NBA experience.
No,
We ain't doing that this year, bro. We can't do that.
Facts.
You got it, JK. You got it. You got it.
yeah, well, I agree with that. And
Along with it.
said, I have a question for Dre. So you said that I agree that the players have to step up, but you said that you didn't feel that they had done anything in the past, which might be true, but you said they still hadn't. So what do you think the purpose of hiring that shot Dr. Chip was for?
You asking me? I know what I'm saying, like I think it was a great signing. You know what I'm
Then you
saying?
said they didn't do anything to, take care of the shooting or whatever. Like,
I think it was a great signing. It just I wish we would have did it earlier, so some of the guys would have had more time with them. You know what I mean? Like I say, when we got them, it's kind of late.
You just said you didn't feel they had done anything about it, like that particular issue. They hadn't done anything about the shooting gaps or whatever, the inconsistency. So that's why I just didn't know why you said they hadn't done anything about it, unless you mean just to prove.
No. So I said something about a couple months ago saying that our training staff, and like the coach, like we training staff and coach staff.
Yeah, Ben Sullivan and all them dudes, all the coach staff.
I said that earlier. Yeah, I said that before we did the signing. Because I look at everybody else's bench. I look at the other teams player development.
Do you feel like Chip gonna help us though, Dre? Do you feel like Chip, with his pedigree and everything that he come from, and like the position that our young players in, Alp, who needs to work on his mid range and shot selection from the three, Amen Thompson as well, Jabari as well. You know what I'm saying? Good shot selections, and you know what I'm saying, just being a shot doctor from what he is gonna help the team out overall type shit.
Yeah, I do. No, it's just I don't think we're gonna get the full dividends this year because of when we got them. You know what I mean? Like I say, like you got guys gotta have a full summer to get up all those shots to get that muscle memory going for it to really have that effect. You know what I mean? To get the best results out of it. Yeah, but is it gonna help? Yeah, I think it's gonna help tremendous. But I don't like they're gonna get their biggest boost from it next year because they have a whole off season to to work on their shot with the stuff that he's teaching. You know what I mean? So right now he signed in the end of June, and shit, the season's been over since April, May. You feel what I'm saying? Like I say, I wish we would have gotten earlier. So as soon as the playoffs ended, they would have had all summer to work with them. You get what I'm saying? And it just seemed like it was a late signing, but at least we got them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I was. But because I said it before, because when I originally compared it, I was like, God damn! I'm like, man, I'm looking at the Spurs and I saw Rashard Lewis on the bench, and I'm looking at all the guys they got. I'm like, hey, I didn't even know they had Rashard Lewis on. You know what I'm saying, as an assistant coach back then. I'm like, damn, man, like all these other players, all these other teams, they get guys around them in the gym and on their bench to help expand their guys' game. And I wasn't seeing that from them. Like I say, you know what I'm saying? That we got young guards who aren't real guards. Okay, why didn't you go try to go get Rondo, you know what I'm saying, and bring him into the fold? Why you didn't go try to get a veteran, you know what I'm saying, point guard, you know what I'm saying, who had been out the game for for years to help mold these young guys who aren't that good with ball handling and decision making.
But Rondo and all them guys you talking about, Dre, like help them at the point guard. We talking about helping a shot.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, but I know I'm talking about just developmental in general. You get what I'm just talking about, just developmental in general. Because Amen, you know what I'm saying, if we knew that we wanted Amen to be handling the ball more, and his one of his biggest weaknesses was handling the ball and decision making. Like, you know what I'm saying, Amen, he's terrible at running pace. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times he only runs 100 miles per hour, and it's just like, hey, it's nice, but not all the time. You can't be just like, you know what I'm saying? It's Russ never really learned. You know, he 100 miles every single time, 100 miles every time, and smoked so many layups. You know what I mean?
Hey, Dre, that's a great example right there. Do you think Magic Johnson could teach somebody? Oh, I'm going back a little bit too far. Do you think Steph Curry could teach somebody to shoot the way he shoots? Do you think Chris Paul could teach somebody to play with pace and how to run an actual team? He does it. He does it because that's his God-given talent.
Natural.
If you don't have it, you can't do it, and you can't teach it to nobody. So we could have had Rashard Lewis. He couldn't tell Jabari and Tari how to just knock down those shots he was knocking down. We could have Rondo in his team. He couldn't tell Reed Sheppard how to run the goddamn offense down in the fourth quarter. He can talk all he wants to. If you don't have it, you don't have it, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, Rich.
That's not your skill set. That's not your. I'm just so pissed off that this has been sliding on this platform for over a season and a half now. Bro, you cannot teach point guard. That's
Yeah.
God given, dog.
Hey,
You can't do it.
it's
You can't run
it's
that
an
way rush,
IQ
man.
thing. It's an IQ thing. But Reggie,
Yes, sir.
if we making shots at a high clip from Amen Thompson, things that we want them to get better on, Jabari and Alperen Sengun, I don't give a fuck what the offensive setting look like. If they making shots,
Yeah.
bro, that shit won't really matter. And you still got the defense mentality, the identity that you supposed to have on top of it.
Yeah, but the problem is the defense fell off a cliff last season. Second thing is the defense, it was good sometimes, but it wasn't consistent, right? So that's another thing. And when you not making shots, Greenleaf, you play ball competitively. You know, when you ain't making shots, bro, as a team, motherfuckers ain't trying to sit it down in that chair and lock in and play no damn defense. Man, I'm fucking
Yeah.
2 for fucking 12 from the field, bro. I don't give a fuck about no damn defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting 10 minutes a game, bro.
But that's the
Fuck
mentality
defense.
that's the mentality that should be, you know what I'm saying, reversed. If you're not making all these shots, do the other things to help win games. And that's on defense.
I was on phone.
That's the defense. Hey, mute up, Dre. That's the defensive side
Okay.
of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like if you missing shots, you rebounding, you crashing the glass, you missing open shots, you can't get involved in the offense. You do the other intangibles, and I think defense makes up a lot of that. We lost a lot of that last year. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people want to throw in the Dylan Brooks, and this is granted. Dylan Brooks was a big impactful piece on our defensive anchor on the team. You know, but he's gone. Jalen's gone. You bring in the offense. Now it's time for Amen Thompson to lead the way on the perimeter offensive anchor side. Alperen Sengun, at the start of the game, be the anchor on defense. You know what I'm saying? A help defense type shit. Jabari Smith Jr., if that's the case, because he has more defensive versatility than Alperen Sengun, right? Guarding
That's the one right
most
there,
improving player, right? So Jabari Smith Jr. step up to that part of the game. If your number's not being called, if your number is not, if you're not the third option of scoring, do the other things to help the team win. You know, don't just be an open shot shooter. And when he say you'll put the ball on the floor, yeah, Jabari, I think Jabari needs to put the ball on the goddamn floor because you won't have mistakes like in the playoffs. He picking up the ball for no reason and throwing it out of bounds because he getting scary. Reed Sheppard getting scared, pick the ball up. That's not no coach issue. That's a player development issue mentally.
Thank you.
Come on, bro.
My thing is, if you're not gonna run plays for the dude, right? Because this has been a thing since he got here. You ain't running plays for him. You want him to do all his dirty work. Clearly, he ain't getting paid that much money. His talent clearly is above his role. Maybe not a lot, but slightly. He knows that. The league know that. Bro, if you're not gonna get a man no plays, let the nigga get a couple ISOs. You know what I'm saying? Let him get his shit off a couple times, bro. Like it's like rewarding the big.
We saw it, Reg. We saw it.
But
He wet the bed, bro. We saw it.
But what happened?
Yeah.
Why? Because he put him in a box for 3 years, and then all of a sudden, all right, nigga, get your shit off in the playoffs when we ain't got no other choice. Nah, bro, you can't do that, man. You made the nigga stand in the corner for 3 years, get some rebounds and block a couple shots, and guard the nigga you can't guard, and now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? He coming up on a contract, whatever. Some guys get hurt now. Hey, get your shit off, and if you can't, you a bum. Like, come on, bro. That's not it, bro.
Hey, Rich, that's why I don't blame the coach. I blame management and the people they got around him. So I guess you can blame Ime also.
That's egghead, bro.
Why hasn't his ball handling got better in 4 seasons? Why hasn't it?
Well, because he don't get reps on it. Because you remember, I think it was a couple years ago.
That's something you worked on in the off season, though, bro.
Bro, a couple years ago. Bro, a couple years ago in Summer League, him and Tari was running like 2-man game, pick and roll. They was doing all kind of shit. And in the regular season, we ain't see none of that. I'm like, what the I mean, obviously that's not going to be a feature in the offense, but down every now and again, you want to throw in some different wrinkles or some shit, try that out, different lineups. Bro, we ain't see none of that. We seen that in the Summer League a couple years ago and ain't never seen it since, bro. I'm like, bro, like...
They did get off in the Summer League. We talking about Summer League.
They was getting off, bro. We ain't never see that shit. Ever.
I'm talking about Summer League, bro.
But I'm saying, clearly Tari and Bari is not no damn Summer League players, though. That's what I'm saying. We ain't even see them try this shit, bro. Like, they wouldn't even, like, the nigga Ime ain't even try it, bro. I'm like, dog, clearly the Amen Thompson, Reed Sheppard point guard experiment wasn't a fucking success, right? Clearly, I mean, damn, bro, try something, dude.
Man, look, Red, one thing I will say, and the focal point, a lot of people were looking at Tari Eason last year. I was also. Man, it was some times. Now I'm not saying it was a lot of times, but I saw some times when, all right, you want the rock? Let me see what you can do with it, little nigga. You know what he did? He wet the bed. Damn near every game last season, bro. Like real talk, like I saw it when
Hey,
he wasn't
bro,
hurt.
I
When
forgot
he
who he
wasn't
was.
hurt.
Dude, I forgot who he was playing. And Greenleaf was doing the stream, bro. It was all of us in here, bro. That nigga, he was in the corner and they gave him the rock. And he, like, I don't know what the fuck he did with that shit. That shit went out of bounds, bro. Niggas was hot, bro. It's like, nigga.
And boys out here
Oh,
advocating,
shit.
and you out here advocating to give him more chances, bro. No, man. And look,
Nah,
and
I
one
said
thing,
Barry, bro.
man, one
I
thing
think
I
we
will say about Ime is this, and y'all just said it, but man, give me something else. Man, Ime is to give me something else on the court, and we all know Reed Sheppard ain't giving you nothing if that jumper not going down. Man, that's why he was yanking his ass so much. It ain't just because you missing shots, homeboy. You was so bad and horrible on defense. I can't justify keeping you on the court, dog. Real
I think
talk.
he
That's why
giving
he. That's
he
why he
giving
kept
Reed
on
that
getting yanked.
Jalen treatment though, because he was doing the same thing to Jalen.
Yep.
I think Reed gonna respond better, bro. I think he like another project. He gonna give Reed the Jalen treatment. I think Reed gonna be all right, bro. Cause he don't let the shit like get him down. He come back every time. He come back better. You know what I'm saying? Like Reed at the end of the season looked way better than Reed at the beginning of the season, right? So I think Reed will be okay. At least I'm hoping. The Tari Eason shit, that's one player I think we might have gave too much leeway with. It's just because his
Not
attitude. And I
me.
remember that was a
Not
big
me.
issue for us.
I told him at the beginning of the season last year, I don't like his attitude, man. I don't like it. I don't like his energy. I don't like his spirit. You feel me? He want to crash with Bleacher Report talking about he in the top 100 players, so he had already had a stigma in his mindset of what type of player he's gonna be. He wanted to prove something, and I get it, bro. I get it, and it's a business, so you want to earn your bag. And then you turn on $100 million contract on the safe shit. So going into this season, y'all see what he posted in the summer. I guess with the hand, I guess you know what I'm saying, nigga.
Bruh, you better go look at what Jonathan Kuminga looking at right now. He got the same kind of attitude
Man,
as
he
that
getting
dude,
passed,
bro.
yeah, and getting passed around like a little hoe.
And they still gave your black ass some fucking money. I mean, I don't want to curse. Ain't nobody been doing it. They still gave you some money, my guy. And
Mm-hmm.
they ain't have to do that. They just showing their loyal franchise. Yeah, we not gonna give you a max contract if you're not really worth it, or we gonna try to lowball you a little bit. But man, let me tell you something, man. You see what some of these dudes out there on the you see what's that shooter who been bouncing around? Last time he was in Milwaukee, and then Milwaukee got him, they just let him go.
Cam, huh?
What's it? Yeah, light skinned boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, him.
It's like Gary
bro.
Trent.
Because
Well, bro,
Cam, yeah,
nobody got
because
no time for all that
his
extra stuff.
mentality,
Bro, the
Laro.
Rockets still gave you some bread, bro.
It's his mentality, bro. And then
Niggas still on the market.
they talk. Organizations talk, bro. Why you think Steven Silas traded Christian Wood when I was doing them streams back then? I was like, man, hey, he's sending his ass over there to Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd cool with Steven Silas. They did their little trade. Christian Wood thought he was gonna go over there and start, right? Jason Kidd said, "Nah, you gonna come off the bench. I know what you did for that man over there in Silas. You gonna have to prove yourself." Because Christian Wood thought he was a shit, 20 and 10 and all this shit. So like these players and these
That
organizations
contract.
communicate. They communicate with each other. So you gonna
Man,
still have to
Greenleaf,
prove yourself.
let me tell you something, man. Let me tell y'all something. Man, Tari Eason lucky. He lucky that he not making $5 million this year, bro. He better thank his lucky stars, bro. Because what he showed last season, that's worth about $5 million a year in the NBA, bro. They
Because
gave him that on love, dude.
Yeah.
That's off love, bro. Real talk. 16 mil? That's
he
love, dog.
because
For
Laro,
what
he
you
fell off
gave
a
us,
cliff, bro.
and you hurt? No, come on,
The
bro.
nigga, well, number one, he can't stay healthy, right? So we know his skill set. He could do a little
Facts.
bit of everything. He's a really good defender, but he can't stay healthy. He's he's not really consistent. But he's an X factor. He can catch fire. He can get hot, and he can kind of take over a game, kind of a little bit. And he's good in his role off the bench, the energy guy, all that. Like, but the thing is, he started off the season shooting really good from three, and then all of a sudden, like he just forgot how to shoot the basketball.
No, Rich. It wasn't that at first, bro. It was his health. It was his injury stuff got in the way. He got hit in the oblique and shit, and by Drew Holiday in the goddamn in-season tournament. Around the same time, every year he get hurt around that time. Now he got to sit out a whole month, so that hurts his stock, that hurts his value. And then you pull that missing those threes in the whole season, the attitude problem. He started him and Alp was barking at Ime this year. You feel me? So with Tari Eason, and then he missing all those threes in that month span, they hurt his stock as well. So when you betting on yourself, you better bet on yourself with the real deal. You feel me?
That dude is the luckiest player in the NBA, dog. Like real talk, bro. Man, they still get. I mean, you went to bed last season, and people still was talking about giving you 10, 12. And I know Gene was like overvaluing it or whatnot, right? But bro, they still gave you 16 after the season that you had for us.
They still want to, and they want to keep Barry sitting in the corner, bro. Like these niggas don't put no respect on Barry's name, bro. Like that's Jabari money, bro. Like the money they gave him, that's Jabari money, dog.
What Tari Eason probably making right now was 16 some. Let's just say 16 million a year, right? These players are so.
That's what it is.
These players are so pussyfied right now, and it's so. That's the same contract. Harden was getting paid that shit when he first came to Houston, like 85 for 5 years, bro. So for you to come out there and be like, I'm worth this, and that, like, bro, just accept who you are, nigga. And if you want to be better than Jabari, nigga, at least Jabari can stay on the court, and you know what I'm saying, buy into the system and shit, knowing he a role player with this squad that he's dealing with. You want to be in a starting lineup. You want to be have more responsibilities, more duties. You feel me? Man, I ain't gonna stretch it, man. I got Trey pulling. I got J-Dog in the building, man. Hey, Trey, what's up with the Trey? You was up here, bro. What's up with the Trey? What you got on it, man? What you got on the schedule? What you got on what we talking about, Trey? What it do, Trey?
But I know you remember it was me, you, and J-Dog, bro, when it was the media day before last season. I'm like, I'm gonna start calling this nigga Tari Sassy Tari.
Sassy ass nigga.
I said this shit, and I said the contract he was gonna get. I say, bro, Tari Eason should not get more than 15 million. I feel like that's his value, bro. That's James Harden back in the day. That was a different CBA. That is a role player value nowadays. 10 to 15 million. He shouldn't get no more than that. This is his peak of what he should have got. They may have gave chipping on 15.
Damn, he breaking up.
I remember saying this shit this season, bro. Can you give us 60 games? Oh, I'm breaking up.
Yeah.
Am I breaking up or no?
We can hear you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop out and hop back in.
We hear you now.
I'm good, or am I breaking up?
No, you ain't gotta hop out. You probably went to a bad. You good, bro? You good? Go ahead.
I was saying, bro, 3 years, 45 million, and I don't know why this nigga being sassy like he really finna come out and do something, and he can't even give us 60 games. Like, Tari just flipped my whole opinion on him this season. But Barry, bro, I don't know, bro. I just feel like we don't need Barry to be no star, bro. He needs to start in his role. Maybe, like, last season, he was trying to be KD a little bit. They gave him a couple, like, mid-range pull-up shots, couple corner shots, but he just needs the mental, bro. Like, I heard y'all right before I hopped on with the playoff shit, bro. That was probably I was probably so low on Barry during that. Bro, all you had to do was run up the court, and we would have won game 3. Him and he did the dumbass turnover, and Jae'Sean Tate fouled Marcus Smart. Like, that shit was just ridiculous. But I really don't feel like we don't need to see that much from Barry. We just need a better handle and get your mental stronger, bro. If he can hit a wide open catch and shoot 3 and give us a mid-range here and there, we don't need to run no plays from him. He not a star on the team, bro. He just needs to star on his role. Jabari cool to me, like, as long as he upgrade his mental a little bit, which is tough, because if you got a weak mental, that's kind of just who you is, unless you really work on it. But I really don't need to see too much from Jabari. I just need Tari to get off this sassy shit and play your role like you was, bro. You're not no Kawhi Leonard. You're not no star player, bro. You need to star in your role, be a hungry defensive guy, make a couple plays and this and that. Stop trying to be more than what you is. Like, and that's just how
I,
I feel about it. Like,
I disagree with you, bro.
nah,
I'm not saying Jabari a star, but if we want to take that next step, I'm not saying open up the playbook and get this dude like 12 straight possessions running 1-4 flat ISOs and all this kind of stuff. But I'm saying like give him a few plays, bro. Like every now and again, every other couple of games, throw some wrinkles in there so the defense can't hone in and scheme on you, because every time down the court, the defense know, oh, it's a pick and roll with Fred. Oh, KD in the post. Oh, ISO. Oh, LP at the top of the kit, bro. It's the same thing. Amen Thompson's in the dunker spot. You can pencil
Jabari
that
did get
in.
ISOs though. Jabari did get ISO when he
Yeah,
Every
was
he
getting the
once,
just
ball
he
in the
just
post
he just
up.
missed
Yeah,
those shots. He missed those
thank you,
shots.
Trey. Go
He
ahead.
did get
Go
He
ahead.
was
ISO.
missing those shots.
I'm talking about off ball, bro. Like
No.
we ain't.
Let me think, bro. You just said he don't get no ISOs. He don't gonna play. He did get ISOs, bro. You gave it to
He
him when
did,
he in the
bro.
post up, let him get a little mid-range pull up or some shit like that. He just didn't take advantage of it, bro.
Hey,
That's
hold
why
on.
I
Hey,
say
hey, Trey. Man, I think Jabari missed like 97 12-footers last year. He could get to his spot, but he was missing inside the free throw line. 97 shots last week, bro. I saw it so much, bro. He could cook a number, and he's missing like a mofo, bro. He was.
Hold up. Hey, what's up with it, Ken? Hold up.
We can't have a short leash for him, but then let everybody. I'm saying, I think it's good Jabari.
Jabari did not have to start these last.
No, I just yeah, I just think like he's not getting those shots, and then when he was getting those shots, he just couldn't capitalize on them for it to be a consistent, volume of selection. So the wide open shots are there for you. That's why I've been saying get in where you fit in. From Jabari, just like Tari Eason is a perfect example of getting in where you fit in. Not calling your number, you're doing the dirty work, rebounding at a full effect, and stretching the floor, hitting your open shots, playing defense. And those type of guys in Jabari's favor, somebody say the sound gone. And can y'all hear me? Oh, and Jabari's favor, it helps him a lot. So I'm with y'all. He has to be more efficient. He has to take more advantage and capitalize on what he's being utilized as. And 17-10 Laro, the numbers in the playoffs, I'll take that in the regular season with the quickness with the surrounding cast that's around him. Amen Thompson, Alperen Sengun, and then you have KD. That's three niggas in front of you that can go get it, and you can just rebound, make open shots, and get yours. No plays. Yeah, no plays, Trey. You feel me? So, yeah. So he's not a superstar. That's why. And then Trey on top of that, he accepted his role, getting paid what he getting paid. He understand this shit. So, and it's just like it's a win situation for the Rockets if he just explode as an individual player, right? And we not paying him as a superstar. Yeah. Facts. So I ain't gonna be. I got the little homie Ken pulling up, but J Dog, I want to see what J Dog got to say about it. J Dog, what it do, J Dog? J Dog, you watching them Texas, man? What them Texas doing, y'all? J Dog, you on mute, bro? There you go. What it do, J Dog? We'll go down, man. Man, hey, the scales are just broke. What you got on?
what you want? How you want me to do it? Bro?
Man, J Dog, this is what I need from you, bro. Listen, I want to say it's not an Ime problem. I want to say it's a player development problem or whatever, right? But one thing I would like to know from you personally, bro, because you've been watching the game just like me. If you're not watching, you listening. Eh, if we going into this season and basically we trying to figure out a debate right now. We talking about Tari, we talking about Bari, we talking about Reed Sheppard, we talking about player development, we talking about is it Ime fault, we talking about is whoever fault, man. Listen, bro, just give your take on the Rockets, how you feel, what it takes for the young guys to step up, because that's what Green say. We need the young guys to step up.
Nah,
What
he
you think?
right, bro. I'm different. I'm definitely not gonna put that on Ime, bro. These guys got to develop, bro. Like they got the individual talent, but they're not putting it together like we need them to at the rate it need to be put together. You feel me? They developing, they getting better, but not. I don't think they getting better at the clip that the Rockies want them to. You feel me? Because you look at the teams around them, the OKCs and San Antonio's, and you see these guys, they still really young and they developing. Seem like they develop. You look at Detroit and shit like that, bro. Like, okay, like hold on, Rockets, y'all, okay, we got some good players, but they ain't getting better quick like these other teams is. And they young, either a little bit older or around the same age as these guys, and these other teams are better than us, bro. And whatever 2 or 3, you feel me, coming out of of the lottery or whatever. So, but but you gotta understand though, something with that goes with that, you know what I'm saying? Detroit, you feel me? Shea, that's a different situation. They drafted well, but Shea, you know what I'm saying? Shea, they that was a diamond in the rough. But Detroit and San Antonio, they both got no one overall draft picks, bro. I don't know Cade, no generational talent, but definitely Wemby is, and you feel me? You look at their situation, and that's why they were there, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, they
They got
drafted good.
that out. They got lucky and they picked number one at the right time. They
I
got lucky.
agree. I agree.
Yeah, so
I agree.
basically,
That matters.
Wimby the difference. Wimby the difference. That's what he's saying, though.
He the difference, and Wemby the difference, and Cade is the difference, bro. On both of them scores. So you feel me? And it matters, bro, because we don't have that type of player on our team right now, bro. You feel me? Look at LP.
Yeah, we do. His name Kevin Durant, but he just 39 years old. We do got we got him.
Yeah, but I'm talking about future wise. But I understand what you're saying. But I'm talking about as far as like the future. KD is who KD is, bro. But you're not looking for him to be a cornerstone building block for the future for us going forward. You feel me? All them teams I talking about they got young building blocks. They got young cornerstone pieces that's gonna take them to the next level. You feel me? As they develop, we don't have it. We got good players. I'm not saying it like that. But I'm talking about a clear cut number one option. Wemby is dead. Cade is dead for Detroit. You feel me? So they look different, bro, in the way they doing. Now we looking towards someone to be better, be this, be that. But is he ever gonna be a superstar type player as a number one option like a Cade or Wemby? No, we don't think so, bro. Is he gonna be able to start in his role and be a hell of a player? Yeah, most definitely. But not no number one go-to option. I don't think.
Straight out. That's why I love you so much, bro. I mean, I don't know if Rich still on the panel or whatever or whatnot. That's why I say like general manager did hamstring us. You know what? You just named OKC players, right? One thing about OKC, I never seen OKC with the number one overall pick. But you know what? He did right with their number 2, they number 9 pick, they number 8 pick, and all that. You don't have to have the number one pick all the time, bro.
Yeah, but they got a number one option, though, Laro. They got number one option.
They traded for that. They traded for that guy, bro.
Yeah, but everything. Yeah. They got. That's why I say they got a diamond in the rough. But it make all the difference because their offense is predicated around Shea. Everything they do is built around what Shea does well, bro. They got shooters around him because he know how to create off the dribble for himself, and he know how to get the ball to his shooters when they double him or they make it hard for him.
And you know what? And you know what, Rich? If you're still in the panel, that's why I think a GM is more important than a coach. It's making the right picks and the right decision. That's why the coach is secondary. If you got a GM that's worth his salt with all those first round picks, and top 10 picks and top 20 picks that Rafael Stone has had, man, bro, we should have been
Hey,
in the Western Conference Finals, bro. He's
hey,
had the same opportunity as Sam Presti and all those guys with the same picks. We've
Lero,
seen the players drafted behind them and all that,
Hey,
bro.
Rich, hold on real
Bro,
quick, Rich. I want to see what Ken talking about real quick, Rich. But hold that thought, Rich, because I know you want to rebuttal to what Rolero trying to get to. Hey, I'm about to say KD. Hey, Ken, man, what's up, Ken? What's up, nigga? Where you at, bro?
what up? What up?
What it do?
Salute, gang.
Salute.
What up, man?
What's up with it, Ken?
So,
What up, man? What we talking about, man?
Shit, we talking about them Rockets, nigga. What you mean, man? What you
The
think?
schedule?
What you mean? Yeah, the schedule, man. You chime in on what you heard as far as you know what I'm saying. Wherever you want to pick up at, Ken.
I mean, like I agree with what the fellas were talking about with Jabari earlier. And I just want to add on that like Jabari could be the X factor this year because like we know that he's most likely gonna be like the fifth option on some nights. So whatever he gives us is gonna make us that much better on both sides of the ball because we know he can rim protect. I think he got to get better at switching out onto shiftier people and be better guarding on the ball. But off the ball, I like his defense and he's good at contesting shots at the rim and rebounding. Um, his shot making abilities it got better. Um, got better throughout the season. Even though he had a little slump, he finished the season strong, and he was one of the only players that showed up in the playoffs for us. And then when it comes down to Rafael Stone, I mean, Rafael Stone is just getting in Rafael Stone's way when it comes out to making these moves, man. He gotta put his ego to the side and pride to the side. And whatever him and Ime got going on, they gotta like put that shit to a side and get on the same page. Try to help Rockets win some basketball games, man. Because I feel like Rafael Stone was looking at Ime like, what you gonna do, nigga? And Ime is like, nigga, you gonna help me out, make some moves? And it's just like there's a tug of war between those two, bro. Of who gonna get the best of who. I'm saying because both those guys have big egos, bro. Both those guys is proven. Ime, obviously, he's not proven as a coach, but he won as a player in San Antonio with Greg
I mean, he went
Popovich.
to the
And
finals in Boston. He more proven than some that's walking around as a head coach. You know what
that's
I'm saying?
true. That's true.
Rafael Stone, he's trying to improve himself, but they award him, making moves, and I like how he's having these players, and even to KD to a certain degree, buy into a contract, less than what he's trying to, search for. So I'll give him credit for that. But like you said, it's a tug of war, so it's some type of mutual agreement between the two, how they moving with the squad, with the team. You feel me?
Yeah, bro, and I think Rafael Stone got to be willing to adjust. I think he has that old school mentality, which is like, oh, let's let it play out and let's let it work, which is fine. It's cool, but if you look at the best teams in the NBA this season, they're willing to adjust. Look at the Spurs. Look at the Knicks. Look at OKC. They went out there and made it's a small move, but it made a huge difference because in the long run, he was getting big playoff minutes. What's his name? Jeremy McCain. Look how they developed their players. All their players got better. Casey Wallace was not as good as a rookie. Jeremy McCain, he wasn't getting playing time in Philly. AJ Mitchell, he wasn't getting playing time as a rookie. But OKC said, you know what? Let's see what we got on our bench. Let's play this guy. Let's develop him and let's see how he can help win games for the team, bro. Look at the Knicks. The Knicks build up their team. You know what I'm saying? And then the Spurs as well. Like, look at Harper. That guy. I mean, listen, man. That guy is a hooper. He's just a hooper, bro. And on the
Yeah.
Rockets, we got young players. We got Reed. We got Jabari. They got Amen. Got Sengun. And it's just like we're looking for the improvement. Like, who's gonna take that next step? Who's gonna make that leap? Who been working on their game to surpass their peers?
Hey, hey,
Let's
yo,
be let's
Ken,
be yeah.
I
What you
can't.
gonna say?
I would love to ask you a question, right? And it's based.
Yeah.
I know you're not. I know you're a KD fan, right? But I know you watch some games. But I'm gonna ask you something, right?
I
Uh,
watch all the
based
games of
off.
the Rockets.
So based off what you saw last season, right? Do you think Ime was pulling Reed Sheppard because he wasn't like hitting open threes, or because he couldn't play shit on defense? If you watched all the games, right? Because it's a misnomer to sometimes say may have pulled the young guy a little bit too early. Now we all know he can't play defense for the damn, right? But
Nah, let him answer the question, Larry. Let him answer. You answering it for him, bro.
Nah, I think it's a little bit of both because Ime felt like he had him out there just to shoot threes and just to play defense. But nah, Reed Sheppard showed this season that he's more than just a fucking 3 and D type of player. He can handle the ball in certain situations. He can finish around the rim. He can be a playmaker. Like he showed that he's not just a 3 and D player. Like, and that's the thing. Ime was trying to limit him into that type of player, and that's why it wasn't working at times because he's not just a catch and shoot type of player, bro. Reed Sheppard can create. I just think Reed Sheppard is not a point guard. I think he's a shooting guard, and he should play off the ball more.
Ken,
But
I don't know about that, bro. I hate to cut you off. I think Ime Udoka really doing his first year. I would say that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to say held him back and not, I think Ime Udoka put him out there to show his talent and show his worth. But at the same time, Ime protecting himself too. If you're a head coach, you want to win games. And if you got to pull the plug on a player that's not ready yet for certain moments, you got to do that to save your job.
NBA politics, huh, Green?
Hey, man, it is what it is. Like if we would have let the way they saying, but the way y'all saying, like, okay, you know, let Reed Sheppard, you know, what I'm saying, run through the mud with it, which is cool. I agree with that. But at the same time, you got to look at it as a head coach standpoint. If you keep making mistakes with Alp and Reed Sheppard out there, who both are, you know, incapable of playing defense, and you have to work with a certain lineup, and you want to win games, if we would have lost all the games that we lost, like Larry said, we lost 10 games that could have, you know, put us in a better position. 10 games in a regular season off of dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So if we doing that, like you got to look at the whole standpoint as far as like the head coach and these players. Reed Sheppard wasn't ready yet, and at the same time, you want to win games on the behalf of you saving your own job too. You know, you got to trust. That's why I say you got to trust certain players.
wait,
I'll say
so
this,
wait,
bro.
hold on.
And that's the thing about
Can
Reed
I say this
Sheppard.
real quick though?
Yeah, go
Can I
ahead.
say
You
this real
got.
quick? When I say holding him back, right? Reed Sheppard was proving to us that he deserved a bigger role. Like he deserved to be in the starting lineup. And for some reason, Ime was just so against it, bro. Like he did it for one game, and then he pulled him. Like he didn't give him a real opportunity. But on the other hand, he
But you
gave
know what
freaking
my
Tari
problem is
Eason.
with that? Like we
Gave
doing,
Tari Eason a
but
bigger
Ken,
leash.
my problem with that, bro, is Reed Sheppard in this scenario, in the situation that he's in, he's a role player trying to be developed as something that can be replaceable for Fred VanVleet, right? So if he's not ready yet, he's not ready yet, and it's okay. Let him make his mistakes, but at the same time, if you want to win games, and he gave Reed Sheppard the floor, and you give Reed Sheppard the floor, and he won some games. We ain't talking about that, bro. We ain't talking about the games that the nigga put him in a situation like, let's go through Reed Sheppard, Golden State, Minnesota, and you know what I'm saying, them in-season games, Reggie.
Versus the Lakers. Versus the Lakers.
Versus the Lakers. So you feel what I'm saying? Like he gave him the opportunity, but at the same time, certain scenarios.
Yeah.
I mean, he got his shit off against OKC. He had a good game against Golden State.
Thanks.
He's shown flashes. I'm going to say this, bro. It's 50-50 with this situation. Y'all both right. I'm going to say I get Ken point, and I agree with Ken personally because it's like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Greenleaf and Laro and them, y'all right because, and this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to take up an email on this one. Stone putting him in a corner, bro. Stone playing chess with this man, bro. Because
hey, that's what's up, Red. All right, go ahead.
Here's why, bro. Because Stone, okay, clearly, see the Reed Sheppard. Okay, we know Ime inherited this team, right? Jalen, he inherited him. That was the previous regime, right? So he gets his guy, which is Amen Thompson. He gets Jabari and all these other dudes. And then all of a sudden, Reed Sheppard. When we drafted him, everybody was like, huh? Like, we was like, yeah, we got some shooting, but Huh? And it's because it's the archetype of player doesn't fit what Ime likes, bro.
But
And what
Reg,
Ime
when you
wants to
say
coach.
with Ime Udoka, they put him in the corner. What was his high percentage and what's his best attribute? When
So
those
what
situations
I mean,
he's playing with the Amen Thompson, being out there with Amen Thompson. So of course the ball not gonna be in his hands. If he's out there with Aaron Holiday, which was kind of rare, you know what I'm saying? So he was really the point guard coming off the bench, Reed Sheppard. And so he's gonna have the ball in his hands. And that's the point guard and, volume score that he was, developed to be in the past season. You know what I'm saying?
what I'm
So
saying, Greenleaf is Reed
he's a
that
shooter.
Reed Sheppard
He's
pick.
a shooter.
But Reed Sheppard was a Tillman and Stone pick. That wasn't an Ime pick.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
That's
yeah,
what
bro.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
say.
I mean, yeah.
All right, Red's coming around now.
Yeah.
Let's
So
go on, Red.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So
Yeah.
what I'm saying
He
is
want a
he
Stephon
kind of
Castle type of scenario, which I wouldn't.
yeah.
Red's
Hey,
coming around.
yeah, I agree because Laro mentioned that before too, but I just think I see the vision between the two because could it work with a Stephon Castle and
But Green,
Amen
everybody's
Thompson
talking about we
and
need.
Amen Thompson?
Everybody's talking about we need shooting though. I mean, we need shoot. We need shoot. We need
Yeah,
shoot.
they was force
So,
feeding that shit.
man, we need shooting. Man, Ime would take Stephon Castle over Reed Sheppard 100 times out of 100 times, bro. We all know that, bro.
So
Man,
how would
come on, we
I
all
just
know
want
that,
to
dog.
understand? I just want to
Man, get off
understand
the
how would that
gas, bro.
backcourt look with Stephon Castle and
Man,
Amen Thompson in the
Hold
backcourt
up.
like that,
That
bro.
I
shit
already
gonna
know.
look
We
goofy
would
and
have.
Hey,
dumb
hold
We
up,
would
man.
have.
Hold
that
up,
shit
hold up.
bricklayers, bro. Them
Laro,
niggas be laying
goddamn,
so many bricks
Laro,
up.
you be trying to dominate.
No,
Bro, if we
no,
had
you
Hey,
do. You do.
Stephon Castle, bro,
I'm gonna
bro,
follow
like we
back
got
for
a
10
whole
minutes.
team that
hey,
can't
that
I'm
boy
shoot.
gonna
even throw
follow
a
back for
rock in
10
the
minutes right
ocean,
now.
boy. Them
I'm gonna
niggas be the
follow
worst
back for
shooting
10
backcourt
minutes
in
right now.
NBA
I got
history,
something to do.
bro.
I
I'm gonna tell
swear to
you right
God, bro.
now.
If we, well, hold up, Laro, goddamn,
I
like
promise I
you
will. I'm gonna
always
follow back.
talking. Hold up. If we
All right,
would have got,
hold
and
up.
I
I'm
like
following back
Stephon
right now.
Castle.
All right, cool.
I like his hustle. But if we would have got Stephon Castle, bro, they would have been like, you picking all these defensive non-shooters because he's not a shooter. He rose his percentage a little bit, but he's still not a shooter, bro. Stephon Castle, Amen Thompson, fucking Sengun, three non-shooters on the court at all times, bro. I can already see how that shit would have went. Like,
It's a no.
but I
That's
do
what I'm
agree with
saying.
you.
It's a no-win
I mean,
situation.
Ime would pick Castle over Reed a million times. I do give you that though, for sure. But
Yeah,
what I'm saying, bro, I don't feel like we really missed with none of our picks, except for Jalen Green and Cam Whitmore maybe, but
we miss with
Reed
Cam,
was
bro.
picked high, but he was not with the number 3 pick. He got number 3 expectations, which he really shouldn't have got because he really was a role player, bro. Even when in Kentucky, he was a role player. But now that we picked him number 3, everybody expecting like, oh yeah, Reed, you better come out, you better be a star and all this. Like he really is a role player. He was a role player in college, and he should be a role player in the NBA. We gave him more of a leash, but I forgot what dude was saying to my Reed is a 3-and-D player. Reed ain't no goddamn 3-and-D player. He got good hands, but he definitely ain't no defensive player. And Ime has to pull him out at times, bro. Because if you're not making a shot, you could anytime somebody see Reed Sheppard, it's barbecue chicken. It's ISO on Reed Sheppard, whoever got the ball. Like that's just
Yeah.
what it is. But our young core, we got a good young core, bro. It's just I'm gonna go back to something that Laro said earlier, bro. We missing that number 1, that Cade, that Wemby, and KD is just he's a mercenary, bro. He's not the leader, bro. Like, and Stone didn't make any moves last season to put us in a better position. Like, oh, we just gonna let it play out. We're gonna let it play out. You see how it played out. We ain't get shit. We was out in the first round. So it's really on both of them. Our
Eh,
problem is we got a good collection of players, bro. We just don't have that standout number 1. Sengun is not that guy. KD is just a mercenary and gonna give you what his 25 and whatever. But we got Fred VanVleet as a leader, but we don't have that number 1 option.
Hey, the Rockets are looking forward to Fred being that missing link, bro. That's why we running
bro,
it back.
bro.
They
It's
think
it's
Fred
not,
gonna do it.
bro. Fred basically the goddamn coach on the offensive end for this team, bro. He got a lot on his plate, bro. Like what he's saying is, you need that number 1 guy, like as far as a player in the offense, like not a leader per se, but a dude where you just like, hey. I'm gonna go get this bucket consistently, and I can do it on both ends of the floor. KD, and with his KD ain't that guy no more, bro. He gonna get his numbers, but he gonna get them quietly. He looking at his assistant. He looking at the efficiency and all this. It's weird with KD. We seen it last year, bro. He getting his 25 and 26 or whatever, and we still getting cooked, bro. We still getting blown
It's
out, losing
nasty.
leads.
That shit nasty, bro.
Rich, every pundit in the NBA was saying that it was bad that Fred went down for us, bro. I don't really blame the Rockets for running it back with Fred because that's what everybody says. We were supposed to be that team last season if Fred didn't get hurt. I can't blame us for running it back with Fred, bro. I'm not. I mean, it is what it is.
Bro,
I'm not blaming it for.
This my whole point. If Fred and I was the one saying Fred is very important for us the whole time, but if Fred is that important to us, well, if he is not here, our whole team collapsed. That's sad, bro.
That's sad. It's just sad. If we relying on a Fred VanVleet to come save our season, bro, let's just be honest, bro. We not gonna do shit this year, bro.
But Rich,
We
you
not gonna
can
do
name 10 games. Rich, you can name 10 games that we lost because Fred wasn't there, though,
That's
bro.
fine. But the 10
That's my
games,
whole
listen,
point.
No,
listen.
that's not bro. That's not true.
Lero, them 10 games ain't gonna stop you from losing in that Lakers series. I don't give a damn about them 10 games, bro. When you don't show up, when you supposed to show up, bro, supposed to show up against the Lakers, bro. That's what all this shit boiled down to. I don't care. I get it about the regular season. It is important. But come on,
Rich,
it was most.
Rich.
Hold on, wait.
Okay, in
Lero,
the playoffs.
Lero, hold on, bro. What's most important when you make your bread and butter? How did Fred VanVleet? Let's just be honest. Get his last contract with the Rockets, bro, by showing up against that Golden State in that Golden State series and saving his bacon. Because let's just be honest, he had a subpar season that year, bro. Everybody was calling for that man jaw, for that man head to get up out of Houston. He showed up against Golden State. That's why he cashed in on it on his last contract, bro. And then he just so happened he just ended up getting hurt, bro. But let's just be honest, bro. If we relying on a Fred VanVleet, bro, to come save us this year, bro, we already lost, bro. We already in shits of trouble, bro. No, this is about Amen
So,
Thompson
yo,
and them young guys, bro. That's what this
So
is
Rich,
about
I
right
agree.
here.
I agree.
Okay.
I
So
agree, Rich. Rich, I agree with you, bro. I think they trying to rely. They was relying on like Amen and all the young core to take a step up without Fred this shit. And when they didn't, they was like, damn, like what we do now? Like they was just sitting there, like, cause I guess that was their only plan. It looks like that was the only plan. They didn't have a backup plan for right now. They plan was like, all right, KD here. KD should help make the young guys better, which he did, but at the same time he hurt them because it's like they didn't reach their full potential. Like Amen didn't reach his full potential. Sengun didn't reach his full potential. Reed got better, but he hasn't reached his full potential. Bari, in my opinion, is the only person who probably reached close to his full potential. In
But
my
what
opinion.
happened, Ken? What happened at the end of the season, bro? What happened in the playoffs? KD get hurt. No Fred, no KD. These dudes been used to whenever we need a bucket, KD gonna save us. He gone now, so they like a deer in the headlights, bro. They lost. They was out there lost, bro. They was lost, dog. You don't have your floor general, and you don't have your number one option when the defense collapse. Your bucket getter, bro. That's bro.
But also
That's
We
too,
ain't.
bad
Red.
though.
But
Yeah.
hold on, wait. But if y'all remember, before we got KD, bro, what made that Rockets team so special that year they played Golden State in the playoffs, bro? They played collective basketball, bro. It wasn't about them. They didn't have a number one in, bro. Let's just be honest. They didn't have a number one. What made them special is because they played hard on defense and they played as a team, bro.
and
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 when you,
and and, and Rich, that is Ime's strong suit. They were still in those games, but they didn't have. We didn't have a closer. We didn't have a point guard to make smart decisions down the stretch, bro. Man, come on, bro. You act, man. So stop playing me, Ime. Ime didn't have the toolbox, bro. He
but
he
but
had a hand tie. That's why I mean he had a hand tied behind his back. He had no point guard. He got hurt. But you know what? Man, if it wasn't for
but
if it wasn't Jabari boneheaded, if it wasn't for Reed doing bullshit, like
but hold
a
on,
deer
Lero.
in headlights, bro,
Hold
Ime would have had
If it
that
wasn't
team
for
there. That's
Al
why
P
on, hold
Ime
on,
playing
was
hold on,
so
soft against
hold on,
nasty,
DeAndre
hold on,
bro.
Ayton,
It's not
Hold, hold,
Ime. Y'all talking
hold
about
on, hold on, hold on,
$10 and
hold on.
players and all that. No, bro. Go ahead.
Lero. Let me respond to that then, bro. I get it. Hey, listen, you got some that don't like. I mean that some that might not like the way MA coach, bro. I get it, bro. But check this out, bro. I get your point. Don't blame MA. But guess what? I gotta blame MA because guess what? When he came here, bro, he was sitting here to do what do what? To reverse what Steven Silas did and get us back in the winning column.
Bring in
He
some
did that.
structure. Bring
Hold
in
on,
some
wait.
structure and discipline.
Right. He did that. Congratulations. Now we in a different now we in a whole nother lane now. It's time to win. Now you gotta implement a strategy now. Because all that old rah, oh, they not playing hard enough. Okay, that shit worked the first 2 years. Now you have to work on the next level. It's time to go to another level. It's levels to this shit, bro.
Yeah,
And that's all it is.
the players the players have to evolve as well because I think
I
what I'm
get it.
saying
I agree.
just implementing like just the offense. It's not going to be the end all be all because when you get deep down in the playoffs, you're not going to look to the coach to save you or to bail you out with certain plays and calls and stuff like that. You got to understand as an individual player, I'm gonna build this. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna lock down on defense. I'm gonna do the dirty work, and I just think that's where the Rockets, the young core is lacking it, and I think they was put in the forefront with that. And like I said, like Ime Udoka offense does need to be, what I'm saying, tweaked up or add some to addition to it. You know what I'm saying, just to expand this whole team. Like I'm not even looking at Kevin Durant because I think that was a bailout move. I think that was a bailout move because KD can get his 26 anywhere. It don't matter who's coaching him. You feel me? KD can get his. But when it comes to LP, what do you need? A point guard. He needed Fred to a certain degree. We didn't see no Amen Thompson and LP 1-2 scenario at all. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have no chemistry with it. The only chemistry them two had is if LP had the ball and if Amen Thompson was cutting, slashing, and dunking. You feel me? I seen that shit before in Steven Silas with Kenyon Martin Jr. So that's not. I don't want to act like that was a high IQ play. I seen that before from the young guys. But at the end of the day, it does come back to offensive schemes when it comes to the playoffs. Like you just can't roll out there banking on defense. Mm-hmm.
Greenleaf, I want to ask you a question, Greenleaf.
Yes, sir.
If Chris Paul had been brought in for $1 million, he was getting paid from maybe 2 or 3 other teams in the league, I think that we would have beat the Lakers or whatnot. What is your opinion on that? As far as like beating the Lakers, as far as like this team, it's not
Yeah,
about the playoffs.
I think
I'm talking
Laro.
about competent point guard being on this team, bro.
I think CP3 would have had a more mental offensive, game than Ime Udoka on the court. If you're having somebody like Fred VanVleet, who in the interview said like when Ime Udoka talking about one thing, I'm saying fuck that, scratch that. I'm gonna rock it my way. So that's just having a point guard, your general on the court with that team. So if you talking about CP3, I think he has a way more mindset than Fred VanVleet as a natural point guard. You know what I'm saying? But then he'll be still, hold hands and try to guide certain niggas, guide Amen Thompson and guide Alperen Sengun and
Reed Sheppard.
Reed Sheppard. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They'll learn from it, just like the Spurs learn from it. In a situation, and then in their third year they went to the finals. You feel me? Because of things that they learned and rubbed off
the
of.
Rockets need a strong GM. I mean, it's like if it's time to go, it's time to go. I mean, Fred, man, play this, man. Fred, I hope you get $70 million next season.
So
Just come to the Rockets and
you
ball out
blaming
and get
Stone
us
over
and
Udoka?
get. Man, look, I'm blaming Stone because you know what? We had too much of a layup last season, bro. Man, KD was still balling, dude. What I'm trying to say is, it's
He
for all
wasted his
the
performances.
man. What? There you go. There you go. I'm
So who
about
you was gonna bring? So look, so who you was gonna bring in here in the middle of the season? You know what I'm saying? And I'm
who went
talking
to
about that. How long? Wait.
Chris Paul.
Don't. How long? Wait. That's cool. You can bring Chris Paul in, bro. But you cannot bring all everything about basketball either, bro. It's all about fit as far as mentality, bro. You can't. Listen, bro. You got Chris Paul, a dominant bull. He's mentally. He's dominant, bro. Then you got Ime Udoka. Bro, that's two atomic
Paul's waiting to blow up, bro. You gotta watch what you bring. You gotta
I
watch
got
what you
one
bring.
for you. It was a team located in, I think, Raleigh or Durham or one of those North Carolina country ass cities, right? That let LaMelo Ball come through for the point guard who got let go from
Man,
Nah, but
Chicago. They didn't want to pay.
hold
And
on,
you
hold on,
man,
hold
that
on,
was
hold on, hold on,
man.
Larry, hold
Come
on,
on,
Larry,
bro.
hold on, Larry.
There
But
were
Rich,
guys out there, bro. What was their
but
name?
when we
They
seen
went.
all the stops, hold on, real quick, Larry. I just want to
Yeah.
address that. When it comes back to the Chris Paul effect, right? Rich, Chris Paul showed at the back end of his career he can take a team like OKC and the young guys can learn from him going forward, right? In the situation that they in. He showed that with the Spurs. He wasn't on that team the year after, then, they learned from that. I'm just saying, like, certain aspects, when we was preaching and we was asking, why you ain't making no move, egghead? Ime Udoka ain't this offensive-minded coach. But a point guard like Chris Paul, he don't, you saying they gonna be butting heads, but I ain't see Chris Paul butting heads with the coaches at the back end of his career. I'm saying
I
that
think
that could have affected a young core in a certain way. Go ahead, G.
also to go Greenleaf. Why didn't nobody else pick Chris Paul up, bro? Ain't the only
What
team in the
about
NBA that needed a point guard. Hold on,
Yeah,
wait.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
being
yeah, yeah,
honest.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because at
Wow.
that time, it was a lot of people. Oh, that's why I say like Chris Paul, his game rubbed a wrong way. But I'm saying for us, it could have helped. And you're right. Like
No, I agree.
nobody else picked him up.
But
But
I
it
agree.
could.
No,
I'm just
listen,
saying like his game could have helped the team. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not disagreeing as far as Chris Paul, the player, bro. Hell yeah. Chris Paul, in my opinion, he top 5. I got him top 8 in my point guard, just my list of
Yeah,
point
yeah, yeah. I
guards,
mean,
bro.
all of us. But
Top
Chris
8.
Paul wasn't even my top priority. It was a Drew Holidays. It was a Derrick Weiss at the beginning of the
Facts,
season when
facts,
we
facts.
found out about the.
hold on.
But
Who went over there?
when it comes to like cheap and somebody's out there that you can go get that can just take you over the top in the first round against the Lakers, yeah, he was an
Kobe White,
option.
dog.
We were talking about Russell Westbrook at the time when he wasn't like shit like that, bro. Like they could have helped
Oh
us.
yeah, for sure.
You
Yeah,
feel
for
me?
sure, for sure.
Man, so, the Charlotte Hornets got Kobe White for a bag of
Hey
peanuts,
Ken, mute
bro.
your mic,
And
nigga.
they
Stop
let
singing in the shower, nigga. What the
LaMelo
hell?
Ball go because they got Kobe White on their squad. They let LaMelo Ball go for peanuts, bro. Nothing.
Laro. So you would have took LaMelo Ball with this team, really, bro?
No. What I'm trying to say is Kobe White was out there, bro. He was out there, and he didn't get traded for much, by the way. He just
Is
needed
Kobe
it. He
White
just
starting
want.
next year? Is he even gonna start next year?
He's gonna be the starting point
He
guard of
should.
the
I
Charlotte
think
Hornets, bro.
they
Real talk.
extended him and everything. Just what I'm saying, the
Hey,
mellow
let me
ball
hop in
out the
here right
way.
quick.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
it's really
Go
not
ahead.
one of the. It's both of them, bro. Ime didn't have the tools, and fucking Stone didn't do shit. So it's really both of them, bro. Like if
Facts.
Stone would have went out and got, like you say, a Chris Paul or a Kobe White or something, that would have helped. But
Facts.
Ime need to improve his offense too. Ime been running the same shit since he got it. I haven't seen one new play from Ime, bro, at all. So
Yeah,
it's really not
yeah.
And
one or the other, bro. It's both of them.
Trey. I hate to be a broken record with the shit, but you know what I'm saying. All the nigga do is rely on,
KD
his
and
best
Sengun.
players. You know,
Shit.
you know what?
In
We
Boston,
started this.
what he relied on,
Like
and you know
nigga,
what I'm saying.
like nigga, what?
You add the
They
defense on
Him
definitely
and
top of that.
relying
Jalen
on that
Brown.
damn playbook
You add the
because he don't
defense
got
on
no
top of that
bigs in
though.
there.
And the
So
thing is,
So I
time
so I
after
so so
time.
I so I got a question then. When he called timeout, and he got that clipboard in his hand. What the fuck he be drawing?
now I've seen some shit where it got executed, but at the same time, it
And,
ain't like
and that's why I say he had his hands tied behind his back, one hand tied behind his back, because who gonna execute it? Who gonna actually come down and actually? Because Ime could be Red Auerbach. I'm not that old. He could be whoever the best coach y'all think he could possibly actually be. Let's just say, because I know the young niggas, they like Eric Spoelstra or whatnot, right? He can have. You think Eric Spoelstra can fucking run an offense with Reed Sheppard running his goddamn point guard position, or Amen Thompson? Then get the fuck out of here,
You,
bro.
you,
Y'all
you
better
don't
stop
know
blaming Ime so much, man.
that,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh,
You
okay. Okay.
listen. You don't, but you don't know that, bro. Bro. The Rockets' philosophy now is basically back to '90s basketball, bro. I'm gonna out rebound you, and I'm out physical you, bro. That shit ain't working in today's NBA, bro. You have to learn to adjust, bro. I get it. You don't have to take your whole philosophy. You can still have your philosophy. You have to go get shooters. Now that's what I got with. That's my grip. I got my beef with Stone personally. It's not getting shooters on this team to help your superstars. You know Sengun can't shoot. You know Ame can't shoot. You can't have both of them, bro. Let's just be honest. You
That's
cannot
what
have
I'm,
both of them on the floor.
bro. That's
So
what
you
I'm
have to make it
saying.
a
It's both of them, bro. Identity was playing hard, right? Well, guess what? Everybody play fucking hard in the playoffs, bro. We need something else. Like,
exactly.
that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point, bro. Everybody play hard. Everybody play hard. So now, and now we on even playing ground. Now what else you got? What's your next plan? You have to score with teams, bro. We could have beat Golden State, but guess what?
Well, the
We
thing
couldn't
is,
score enough.
okay, you're right.
Yeah, I'm just on the fence with it. Well, two things could be right. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, like on one end, Ime Udoka got it better with the scheme of things. On some. For me personally, as a basketball mind, as a guy that hoop and look into the coaching mind as well, like from both settings, like you have to be set up where if KD is on the bench, you have a 15-point lead, right, Rich? And then your team is losing leads. They creeping up, and you still stagnant with the offense. If you have LP on the court, you never run shit for Jabari or Amen Thompson. You just thinking Amen Thompson gonna, figure it out type shit. You experiment with Reed Sheppard with the control of the pace and putting him in a position. So at the same time, we talking about offense, and you want your players to figure out how to, execute in certain moments, and you don't have to look my way. That's some grown man shit. You know what I'm saying? Not on little boy shit. Not on no Jalen Green shit. Y'all remember when Jalen Green ran to Ime Udoka? I don't know if it was game 3 or some shit. I think it was game 3. And Jalen just looked discombobulated. The defense was trapping him and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, I didn't see this from Jalen Green all year long. You running to the coach, asking for help. And Ime Udoka like, nigga, bro, you seen this team 4 times. You've been put in a situation with other teams where they're trying to get the ball out your hand. Why are you running to me now when the cameras is honed in on you right now? So what I'm trying to say is when these players are young, 24, at the most 25, right? And they've been put in a situation to figure it out. And when we talk about like great coaches, I don't think Ime is a great coach. He's a good coach for what we have and what the league is presented to us. You're not gonna fire Ime Udoka and just say the next coach that we gonna bring in, Rich, he's gonna be the solver of the problem. And then all of a sudden, we giving the players credit because they matured. Why they can't mature on the Ime Udoka for what we have? He been to the finals. He been in the situations and guys from Alperen Sengun, Kevin Durant, Jabari Smith Jr. say he's a player coach. That's what players want. They want you to be a player's coach. So when they grown and they in their own ways and they like not on no KD status, which we want to see from our guys, but if they in that type of realm, you don't have to babysit them. They can figure it out on their own realm. You know what I'm saying? So going forward, for what we have right now, and I hope Fred is healthy enough to still be that leader, that general, and that point guard X factor that we need going forward, and the players and the young core on top of that figure it out and mature at the end of the day this year, and then depending on how we look, to see how the coaching and everything work out with the offense if it ain't about the defense no more.
Yo, Green.
What's up with it, King?
Yo, Green.
Yo,
how you feel about Russ retiring, bro?
man, hey, salute to Brody, bro. Salute to Brody. He had one of his best careers in his career against Houston. He one of his best careers, Mo Fisher's career. So, hey, shout out to Brody, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's about that time for them niggas to exit anyway. You know what I'm saying? And he on that time where it's his time to go. It's his time on his own time. So he had a great career,
Nah,
Mr. Triple Double. I hate the way
it
he
ain't.
went, but ringless. But it is what it is.
Hey, girl, hey. So to piggyback off that. So I mean, I want to talk about the Rockets so much, but we talk about the NBA too. First of all, nobody wanted to sign his ass. Or I mean, he gave his time in, and it was just like the NBA. Man, that dude is an energizer bunny, bro. It's just like, man, all right, we tired of you. It's like, accept your fate or whatnot. You're gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer with no rings. I mean, and that's cool too. Everybody not gonna win a ring, by the
Mm-hmm.
way. Everybody isn't. But I mean, salute to the game. I mean, you gave it. Ain't nobody say he didn't play with heart 100% of the time. I mean, if we can take a lot of NBA bodies and put the heart of that dude in the heart, just the
Nah,
mindset,
hey, man,
mentality, and a
hey.
lot of guys
They don't, they
that's
don't,
lacking that.
they ain't get that nigga his flowers like it was, bro. A lot of people gonna say, "Oh, he had a good career," and so like, nah, bro. Like what he was doing, what Jokic doing, and Jokic's a big nigga. We talking about a guard that's putting up 30, 15. Y'all remember when he did 20 for Nipsey Hussle?
Yeah, I seen that
And
Yeah,
game.
he made his mind up. He
that
made his
was
mind up
crazy.
to do that, bro. He made his mind up to do that shit. So that nigga was the real deal. Like they don't really understand like the real work Brody did. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guards trying to figure it out as a point guard. He wasn't a point guard in UCLA and stuff like that. He was a two guard wing player. Like we trying to get Amen Thompson to be, but he figured out. They put the ball in his hands, and he figured it out. And he became a superstar, selling jerseys. He, you know what I'm saying, ran Kevin Durant out of OKC, Harden
He
left.
did not run him out of OKC, bro. Come on.
He kind of did, bro. Like, you know, see, when he
Yeah, hey,
played,
you know what I'm saying?
but
He
you know,
can't.
see, but
Hey, at the
he's
end of
more
the day,
so
he
the
came
scape.
his own man,
He's more so
Ken.
a scapegoat.
He came his
He's a
own man,
scapegoat.
bro. What you mean he run him out of OKC? You don't think he ran him out of OKC, Ken?
Nah, nigga, KD wanted to leave.
Hey.
Yeah,
So he ran. He
Let me
ran,
chime
right?
in. Man, hold up.
he
Let
did.
me chime in.
He did.
Hey, let me chime in.
Yeah.
Hey man, if any of y'all dealt with like dogs or like raised dogs or like had like two pets in the
For
house at
sure.
the same time, it's always one dominant over the other. One gonna take the other dog toys. One of them gonna just run rush out. And listen, we all know who
Russ.
the alpha dog was in that goddamn organization, bro. When those two guys was there, we know what it is, man. I mean, and I'm talking on a pet level. I'm talking about something simple. Is you got two dogs, you got I ain't gonna say two cats. I mean, whatever it is, bro, it's always a
Yeah, you gotta.
dominant
Yeah,
one, bro.
somebody
And
might be
KD never wanted to smoke with who. And that man, they were OKC. It was your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn, my turn, your turn.
Hey,
It was what it was, bro.
at the end
The
of the day,
alpha
at that
in that
time,
situation took
yeah,
over, dog. Real talk.
at that time, Russell Westbrook wanted something for his individual. He felt like he was a superstar in his own right, and which he was. KD had some injury scenarios in OKC, but we know as a go-to scorer, KD been that guy. You know what I'm saying? But Russell Westbrook had I think he had a great career. I think he's
He
a first
did,
ballot Hall of
bro.
Famer. He's all that. All star. He just wasn't no champion. You feel me? That don't take nothing away from a great NBA player that he
But
is.
that's his fault, though. That's his fault. He's not a champion.
Yeah, I
But he
mean,
was
you
what he
know what I'm saying? A
was,
lot of
though.
people feel like if KD didn't go to run the Golden State Warriors, Ken, that they could have did something in OKC. You know what I'm saying?
He
They could
was
have
not
got their
gonna win.
lick back.
They was not gonna win.
They were up 3-1, bro.
He was
Whoever
not
they
gonna
man,
win. Hold on, hold on, hold
man,
on, hold on,
They
hold on.
they they had a
Hold
shot,
on,
bro.
hold on,
Like
hold
they
on,
no,
hold
would
on.
have
see,
You know
beat
why?
they
Wait,
they
wait,
had
would
a
have
wait,
beaten
wait.
shot, bro.
LeBron them
They
in the
had a shot
finals.
to
I
win,
know
bro.
that much for
Hold
sure.
on. Had a shot. Hold on. Had a shot at what? You know how long it
No,
took the
saying
league to catch.
to not
Wait, hold on.
to knock
Can I
down
just say
At
Golden
a
this
State.
though? Wait,
3-1
hold on.
lead.
Dre. Can I just say this real quick? You know how long it took the rest of the league to catch up to Golden State?
They didn't catch up. Golden State fell off, by the way.
No,
Nah, they
no, no,
caught
no,
up.
no, no,
No.
no,
They
no,
caught
no,
up. That's why the
no.
Cavs beat them when they was a 73 win team. All they needed
No,
was
no, no, no,
Kyrie.
no.
Then they
No,
went and
no.
got
No,
KD.
they caught up.
Man, y'all
Golden State
better stop
Warriors
it,
just
man.
ran and snatched they snatched KD away from OKC. That's all they did to stay back on
Man,
top.
and
Draymond did that.
made themselves.
Draymond did that BS. Draymond did have his composure. Man, here's my opinion on that whole 2016, 2017. I'm just gonna say, listen, if Draymond wouldn't have did that
Hey, real quick,
BS,
because I want to hear from Dev and Charlie real quick, Laro. What you
you
got
know
with you?
what? Man, look, I fall back. We don't have
No,
to talk about
I want to hear that. I want to hear this shit. I just want to keep
okay.
him right there.
Draymond Green cost the Golden State Warriors that 73-9 championship. He cost him. Draymond, I mean, he didn't have his composure. I don't believe in conspiracies and whatnot. Man, if you ain't hit LeBron in the nuts, bro, man, y'all would have won that shit, bro. Real talk.
They was up
Y'all
3.
had
They was
them
up 3.
against the
They was
rope.
up 3-1, Laro.
Man, bro, they would have
missed
won.
one
Bro.
game.
They was up 3-1.
He left for game 6 or 7.
And then he showed out. He showed out with 32 points or some shit, and they still didn't do nothing. So
in game 7. That's what I'm saying.
I think the Cavs already took their soul, Dre.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It, like I say, he made up for it. But you know what I'm saying? People act like he got suspended for the whole series. He missed game, he got suspended for game 5. He was still up for game 6 and game 7. It's just Kyrie and LeBron was like, we will not be denied. And that's all it was to it, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like other teams like didn't have disadvantages. Like I say, it happens, bro. It literally happened the year before. Kyrie,
Man, hold on. I'm
Hold
a
on.
Rocky
Wait a
fan.
minute.
I remember one time doing the game. It was a Sunday. I'm chilling at the house. We all watching the game. James Harden kicked LeBron in the fucking nuts. LeBron went and begged.
he's on the
I
ground.
remember that shit.
LeBron went and begged the referees, please don't kick him out the game. You know what they did? They didn't kick James Harden out the fucking game. And LeBron kicked. And James Harden kicked LeBron James in the nuts, bro. Hey, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So you think it's hey Dre, hey, so Larry, you think it's a conspiracy that he got kicked out or something?
Man, they let that dude impugnative, they do goddamn steroids for a decade, and they didn't say a goddamn word. That's why he got 10,000 more than anybody else, bro.
Absolutely not. Like, I'm not about to let you do this. You know what I'm saying? Draymond chose to be Adam Vinatieri all year long, kicking niggas in the balls all year long. He did that shit. That nigga kicked everybody. That nigga kicked Steven Adams. That nigga kicked that nigga.
Dre don't play his LeBron, boy.
Look at the shit this nigga done did. It's like since then, this nigga struck niggas in the chest. This nigga done choked out Rudy Gobert. This nigga gonna be a wrestler, dog. Before this nigga, when this time this nigga, by the time it's this nigga's career to end, that nigga need to go to the WWE. I'm sorry, bro, but that nigga is a fucking wrestler on the court. He do all this dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? He stole off on Jordan Poole. This nigga is a crash dummy, bro. He's smart. He's one of the best players. You know what I'm saying? One of the best defensive players in the last 20 years, like I said. I ain't say the best. I say he's one of the best. He's had a big impact on that team, bro. What I'm saying is, everything he's done, he did that himself, bro. Like he was already one game away from being suspended before the playoffs started. What is you talking about?
Man, what I'm talking about is this. Because
all season long. Guess what? They did the same shit to Rasheed Wallace when that nigga was cussing out and getting texts. He won't be the first. He's not gonna be the last, bro. Like
Dre, I realize you're taking up for your boy, but let me tell you something. I mean, real talk, bro. You realize that little kick in the whatever Draymond did to him, you realize Michael Jordan had to do that for three series in a row, bro.
Hey, hold on, Larry. We ain't even got it. We gonna go down the rabbit hole with that. Hold on, Phil. Hold on. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole with that.
My one.
I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, Larry.
Yeah, man.
I want to see what
he got to kick. he got to keep on. He got to stop fucking taking up for that dude that was on steroids for 8
Hey,
years in the NBA
It
and
don't
say
got.
shit,
It's
bro.
not
hey,
even
Dale.
about
Fuck out,
LeBron.
Hey, hold on,
man.
hold
It's
on,
not
hold on, hold
about
on.
LeBron.
Hold on, y'all. Hey, Dale, what's good, Dale? Salute, salute.
Hey, what's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good, loud and clear, homie.
Yeah,
What
what's
you
happening
got?
with you,
What you
bro?
got,
What's
man?
going on, man? Actually, I agree with you, man. I'm from Houston. I follow this team. It's going to come down to them young guys developing. You know, I thought it was an okay season for what we was working with, man. I think a fourth of the roster wasn't there. DFS was supposed to be the 3-and-D guy. I think he came over from LA shooting 40+% from three. No Fred. Adams missed half the season. So, we got a little bit more deeper. Keep in mind, we won 54 games, right? And we were flirting with the
52,
third, fourth
52.
seed for 50% of the season between us and Denver. It wasn't until the end of the season when Minnesota got hot, the Lakers got hot in March with Luka, the Spurs and OKC won 60+ games, right? Like, that's when we started to slip. But we were competitive. So I think we should revamp, go into next year with the same roster. I think we're going to be all right. I
Yeah,
don't think KD's the problem on the court. I wish he could step up off the court, you know what I'm saying? But, KD had a really good season, man. Them young guys got to step up, like you said, Greenleaf. Can Jabari have a 50, 40, 90 season with 23 points a game?
yep.
You know what I'm saying? Can Amen develop a 15-foot jump shot? Can Sengun play some goddamn defense in the paint? Can he guard a pick and roll? Like, these are the small things I think Houston needs to work on.
Hey,
I agree. They didn't need to make any big changes. I thought they did okay. I wish they can grab a couple more shooters, but they kind of strapped right now with the salary and everything. But they're gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right.
yeah, that goes back to the young core again, because they really taking up most of the salary that the Rockets are going to have locked in going forward. So you got to think about Reed Sheppard and Amen Thompson as well, and that's 5 guys that's going to be under contract going forward. That's a whole starting 5 in the future. But now from the standpoint of not blaming the young players, but putting them in a position, Dev, that they are the future. So I'm looking at the standpoint like, if I'm the head coach, I'm putting y'all and if you want to look at Raphael Stone mistakes of not bringing in somebody to help these young guys out when you don't have Fred VanVleet, who's really the leader and somebody that can guide these guys through certain situations, and having their mindset right and just being attached to them going forward. So they didn't have it, and with Ime Udoka and not having Fred, banking on Kevin Durant, talent, because he's Kevin Durant. He can give you 26 in his sleep. You feel me? So, and I believe Fred VanVleet. I mean, I believe Kevin Durant needed a point guard as well. They're not just Alp, not just Jabari, and not just Amen Thompson to learn point guard from. So that's where the importance for Fred VanVleet come from. But for them, for the young core, I just truly believe that if they investing in the young players, you have to put them out there and show what they're capable of. Because if KD not here, just like he wasn't in the playoffs, and people talking about, okay, we need a new coach, then you still stuck with the young players who don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking about just individual talent, because I truly believe the offense from New York Knicks, they shot 36% from the three. I'm extending with it, but I'm just trying to put it in perspective that the offense under Mike Brown, can't nobody tell me what his offense is capable of. You can tell me what talent he have, what veterans he have, you know what I'm saying, what go-getters he have, you know what I'm saying, some clutch niggas that he have. But he's been bounced around and fired from individual organizations. And he's a good coach. So if Ime Udoka is a good coach and you just want him fired because he doesn't fit your favorite player bill, Alperen Sengun, or whoever, you know what I'm saying, then I just think that we in a territory where we just, going off, not realistically going off the young talent that we have. We could believe in them, but we can't be realistic about what we have. And if we stuck with them, then hey, I'm not gonna say the Ime Udoka offensive ways is holding us back, because when he was doing that when he got here, why is it not working out? Because these players didn't become something else the years prior. oh, he has to get his offensive mind. He has to get his offensive reps. That's my defense with Ime Udoka when, you know, everybody else are saying stuff about him. Like, it's still right as far as him getting better at that. Like I always say, you are right about that. But I look at it at a totally different spectrum. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is with that. Hey, Mr. Charlie, what's good, Charlie?
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, Mr. Charlie? What you got on these Rockets?
No, I'm not going to take everybody's time. I got to agree with a lot of things Laro was saying, and I'm just going to put this on there because, like I said, I'm not going to get into LeBron James because I have everybody on this panel mad at me on what I say about him because I don't like him. But I'm going to tell y'all something. He's right because I looked at this. Fred VanVleet went out the beginning of the season, and we did nothing. We counted on Reed Sheppard. Reed Sheppard is here today, gone tomorrow. He can't guard a parked car. He wasn't going to do what it is that they was pumping up. Now, a lot of us done paid money to go see the team. A lot of us done put money on wearing the jerseys and all the other stuff that's going on. Everybody keep crying about we ain't got no money. But I turn around here and look at Golden State was trying to get Giannis. They were able to do something. Now, if Stone was what everybody say he is, then okay, let's see you come up with a way to come out of something. But I'm going to tell everybody this. If Ime Udoka don't pull a rabbit out of his butt, they're going to get rid of him. And it's not really all his fault. I can't do nothing if I ain't got the tools to build a house. So you can't look for me to build a house if I ain't got the tools to do it with. Now you look at what it is that's going on. Y'all right about Tari Eason. I don't think he should have got too much of nothing because of what he did in the second half. I'm with you guys on all of that. But the thing that I looked at is here it is that Asumo, if I'm saying his name right, that Minnesota picked up for a bag of chips. He would have been nice, but now he's gonna be a nice backup card for what's the name that they just got the true
Minnesota,
point guard.
the Melo Ball.
Yes. Now look at what's going on. Yeah, we got Marcus Smart. Yeah, Marcus Smart is an okay player. We needed that last year, but no, he didn't turn around and do nothing, and then blame us for being mad that they didn't do anything.
Right.
So my thing is this. We hanging our hopes on a hope. We hope that Fred VanVleet come back and play pretty good for after that bad injury that he has. And see, that puts us back in the same boat. We hoping on this. Yeah, y'all, just wait next year. We got all those picks. Use them. It just don't make no sense to hold on to something. Then we got some more stuff to try to develop, which we ain't good at developing. So that's going to be another year of we ain't doing nothing but going to the first round and getting knocked out. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not trying to upset anybody, but, you know, this don't make no sense. If they going to do something, Stone need to turn around and show some stones. Get up and do what you got to do. Start robbing some of these other teams like the other GMs be doing. But see, look at us this year. We get Bodanovic. He's old, and he's hurt all the time. That's going to be our hope for shooting. Come on, man. That's just plain crazy when you look at what everybody else in the West has got. And we're the ones that's behind, just being sold the same junk. I love y'all, man. I'm out.
I salute to you, Mr. Charlie.
Love you, Greenleaf. You
Salute to you,
keep
Mr.
on
Charlie.
doing what you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? I like your takes. I like what you're
yes,
saying.
sir.
Because a lot of things that you were saying, along with some of the other people, y'all are all good on and on point on a lot of different stuff that I get a chance to listen to you guys talk. I love y'all, man. I'm going to let you guys go ahead on and take it on in, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep up the good work and don't let nobody stop you, okay?
Yes,
Peace
sir.
out.
I appreciate you, Mr. Charlie, for those words, man. But and I'm on that train, man. Like, ain't no excuses at the end of the day, bro. It's like, what we gonna do? We gotta do something to do it. Do it now. You know what I'm saying? Because later was supposed to be right now for us, from where we came from this young team and everything like that. So, Yeah, Ime Udoka, you know what I'm saying? You hear it. Y'all hear it. You know, everything's, you know what I'm saying, predicated on what Ime Udoka's gonna bring for the squad going forward, man, for the talent level, for the squad going forward. So with the talent level that we have with Alperen Sengun, Kevin Durant, and the list goes forward, man, it's just, hey, it's either we gonna get it done. You know, I know luck, injuries, all that is part of the game. You know, and we was on the back end. We had the heavy stick of that last year. So coming to this season, it shouldn't be no excuses. I don't want to make Fred VanVleet's recovery and see how he looks gonna be an excuse, you know. But a lot of people don't believe in Fred VanVleet anyway. Not talking about my boy Laro. You know what I'm saying? I read other blogs and I see what everybody else in the Rockets community talking about. So I'm just putting it out there like that. You know, they feel it. And even on the stream today, I don't feel like we banking on Fred VanVleet's health at the end of the day, because if that was the case, we would have, you know, we wouldn't be making moves like Marcus Smart and, you know, still, you know, people say trade homie Reed Sheppard for this piece and that piece. And I think the Rockets believe in a guard play. You draft Marcus Thornton, want to see what he's, you know, capable of in the regular season and going forward with the team. So it's a lot of players, Ken, you know what I'm saying, that we have. But can we figure it out, bro? Can we figure it out on one accord? Can they figure out how to play alongside Kevin Durant? Can we adjust to certain defenses? If KD's getting trapped and Alperen Sengun getting trapped, can we make wide open threes? You know, Steven Adams wasn't there, so, you know, saying that bully ball rebounding, you know, is going to be present. But we don't want to bank on Steven Adams. You want to keep him safe too. You feel me? All he did was grab rebounds and he got tweaked up on the ankle type shit. So anything can happen. Any injuries can happen. But when it comes to our young core, what are they capable of? Can they step up to the plate? And I just want to know going forward for what we going on to next season and what y'all seen from the playoffs. Do y'all believe in Alperen Sengun, Jabari Smith Jr., Reed Sheppard, Tari Eason, all these guys going forward from what we seen? And are we safe with the bill? I ain't really focused on these role players like that, because the role players, they gonna win you games, but at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to the players that we drafted, that I mentioned. And if we ain't talking about them, then, you know, we just doing some cop-out shit with everything else. It's gonna be the same story, same scenario. I'm just saying. Hey, J&K, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, J&K, I'm about to get ready to shut it down. What you got on everything, you know, going forward? As far as the scheduling and everything, with the Houston Rockets. What you got?
Like I said, I don't care what kind of schedule we got. I need these players to get out there and do what they get paid to do, coaches, everything. But I just want to remind everybody of something that pissed everybody off last year. J-Dog was right. He should have never said it, but Raphael Stone said season was a wrap when Fred got injured. We liked it or not, but if Stone is saying that to the fans, I want to know, what did he tell the players and the coach? So I don't expect them to go out there and play hard and beat the Lakers. They had been conditioned that the season was over. So I just wrote off all the last season. But this season, there's absolutely no excuse. I don't care if whoever gets hurt, they're going to have to figure it out. And last thing I want to ask you is, are you going to do a stream dedicated to Barb? Kind of didn't, so I just wanted to dedicate.
Say that one more time, JK. I was trying to fix the audio. They say it was static. You say, am I gonna do a stream on what?
on Jabari. The stream was originally
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
about
yeah, yeah. I still have that stream set up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, well, you seen what I said on Discord, you know. I had shit planned up, but certain other entities, you know what I'm saying, try to beat me to it. So, you know, I just wanted to get this Rockets scheduling out the way. But yeah, nah, it's still on deck. We still gonna cook on Jabari. Why was up?
okay. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Great season. Say I don't want to see excuses out there. Let's do it, especially Alpy.
Yeah. Nah, we gonna cook on that. We gonna cook on that. Hey, Dre, you there, bro? Hey, Ken, you there?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I just had to get off mute.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's up with Dre? Hey, Dre, what you got on closing the stream and everything like that? What you got on the Rockets going forward? What you got, bro?
Man, shit. Like I said earlier, I just hope we just come out to a hot start. You know, we got a tone for a lot of stuff. You know, we got to come back serious this year. You know, I know we start out with a shitty hand. You know, we tried to make the best out of it, but you know, with Fred being back, uh, I expect I expect the team to be better. I do. I expect the team to be fully better. But I just think we have some holes that we need to fix. But Fred is going to have a big impact. It's just the thing that's concerned me is health. His lateral move, like I said, he was losing the step before the injuries. You know what I mean? He was struggling to get by, you know, one on one at times. He couldn't do it all game. He could do it sparingly, but I'm that concerns me coming off the ACL injury. But like I say, as far as the mental aspect of the game, he got that under control. I just want to see more from the offense in general. But like I said, I think all the guys are coming back with a different mindset. Because like I say, losing, like when you lose the way you lose at times, you know, a lot of the great teams, they you know what I mean, they don't just automatically win championships. You know what I mean? They go through getting bounced out the playoffs. You know what I mean? They usually, you know what I'm saying, come back better. You know what I mean? They go back in the gym, work on their game more, and you know they just continuously keep stacking, and it's just that time for us. You know what I mean? I believe that Amen, he's gonna come back a better player, and like I say, I hope he's working. I know he's working at mid range. I just hope it's more at a usable. It's more usable during the games. And you know what I'm saying? Like if it is, it's gonna be a big beneficial. It's gonna be big and beneficial to us improving. And I believe Barr gonna come back a better shooter. He's gonna come back a better player, and he's gonna be back stronger. I believe LP he's gonna be a better shooter. You know, like I don't want him shooting a shitload of threes, but as a mid range, I expect him to be able to hit that. And around the basket, he gotta capitalize on the mismatches and hit them little floaters, bro. He gotta hit them putbacks. Like that was killing us, bro. As a big man, you shoot 51%. That ain't gonna fly. And Reed, he gonna be a better defender. You know what I mean? I just hope he's more consistent with his shot. But other than that, man, I'm excited.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm optimistic. But I think we're gonna, like I say, I'm gonna say 13-7, 16. You know, what I'm saying 14-6. That would be great. But you know, I'm thinking 13-7 because I think the NBA as a whole has gotten better, East and West. And it's been a long time before you could say that. You know what I mean? Like it's a legit 7 teams in the East that's gonna be really good as opposed to 3 or 4.
Mm.
So yeah.
Hey man. Hey Dev. Hey Dev, man. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you pulling up on the panel, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for having me, man. And my final thoughts, man, our young guys got to win their one-on-ones. It's one thing I noticed last year. Nobody could win their one-on-one matchups. Now you can slide Amen back in his natural position. He can run off ball. So he should be able to win his one-on-ones. My key player next year is going to be Jabari. Like I said, man, can he have a 50, 40, 90 season? You know, maybe cap around 23, 24 points a game, right? Defensively, he's pretty solid. Maybe he can make another step on the defensive end. He plays bigs pretty well. Pretty good rim protector for his position. Yeah, just winning that one-on-one, man. Sengun, he's just a little too slow for me. He's effective, but it's within his rhythm, and it kind of throws off other players when you're watching it, just from a pace, standpoint. But yeah, the one-on-ones, man. I mean, KD's what, 38? He's still going to win his one-on-ones most of the time. Just it's KD, but those young guys got to step up, man. They got to step up, and I think with everyone being in their natural position this year, with Fred coming back, Marcus Smart as a backup, Reed Sheppard can kind of learn from them guys. It should kind of balance everything back to normal. We can kind of see what this past season was supposed to be. I agree with what the guy said last about health. Them guys are a year older. I get it, but to be honest, man, we was pretty competitive, man. We had a few bumps during the regular season. It was ugly, but man, we won 54 games with a fourth of the roster basically missing, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
52 games.
52 games, yeah, the same from the season before.
Right.
With them two young guys. So
And they said the West got better on top of that. So
yeah, think about it. This year we were the 3rd and 4th seed. Denver and Houston flipped a lot for like 50% of the season.
mm-hmm.
Like we were competitive, man. And I think with a full roster like this, like we gonna give some teams headache. I'm not off on Houston just yet.
Nah, man. I mean, like I said, I ain't out on them this year. We can say, this player, that player, the GM, head coach, and I just think that's just, us putting our minds together, iron sharpens iron, to have the best for the team. Just to point out certain things that this certain player, a certain person not seeing from this point of view. So at the end of the day, I'm with it. I feel like the Rockets, have something to prove. We're going to come into the season, with vets, Fred, Steven Adams coming back. We had DFS last year, who's didn't give us anything. Bogdan will replace that. Hopefully, he can give us something from that. Reed Sheppard stepping up his game, coming off the bench. Tari Eason getting paid now. Jabari getting paid now. So hopefully, they can give us a different, type of boost to the team. Hopefully Alperen Sengun can come in and be 20 and 10 again, and guys just be elite for what they want going forward, for what we need. So at the end of the day, I'm always gonna be excited for the team going forward, bro.
And I'm gonna leave off with this, Greenleaf, and I'm gonna bounce. What's gonna show this year is who leads the team in scoring. Who's gonna lead the team in scoring this year? If you were to tell me it's not KD and it's another young player, I think that's a great sign.
Okay.
Because KD's going to give you your 24, 25.
Fact.
Can one of those young guys get to that 26, 27? It's about time.
Hey, shit. Yeah. Hell yeah. If we talking about this
It's about
scoring
time.
element
Was it Amen? Is it Sengun? Is it Sengun's a 2-time All-Star, hasn't even capped 26 a game yet? I mean, what we talking about? So one of them young guys got to lead the team in scoring this year. That's going to show how much we've developed as an organization with these young players. Because if KD's leading the team in scoring again this year, it's a problem.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be doing that at his age.
Yeah, it's gonna tell me, do you really want to move off from 26, 27 points per game, and you banking off, get rid of KD and get rid of the head coach. Two niggas that's implementing something that you really need, because if you stuck with these young core guys that can't give you 25 plus on their own merit, or just, be an impactful individual player from the young guys, then what are we talking about? Fuck us off, rebuild, reset shit. Like I ain't with that.
Because then you talking about a lottery team at that point.
Yeah, bro. Like now we hustling backwards now. Like
right.
Now we starting out what we used to be. Nah, bro, I ain't trying to do that, nigga. Fuck that shit. Young players, step up and grow. Period. Hey, J-Dawg, you there, bro?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up with it, J-Dawg? What you got on the J-Dawg? We finna close this one out.
Yeah, that's a bit, man. I was just listening, man. Listening to it, y'all, squared up real good, bro. I like what I hear, bro. I like it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't on the coach, bro. It's on the players. These boys got to get better. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad everybody came up and said they thing, did they spill on that, bro. Like it's up to them to gradually develop and get better, bro. You know what I'm saying? And natural maturation, of their games. And we seen a little growth. Don't get me wrong. Like I said earlier, bro, they had growth this past season. It just wasn't enough exponentially to get us to the level we need to be to. And like LP regressed. And I think that's a lot of what was wrong with our team this past season. LP should have got better than he was a year before, and he didn't. He didn't get better. He regressed. His game did not improve, and the other guys, without Fred being there to really just be the catalyst to his game, it really showed, bro. It really showed that he can be limited. You feel me? And I think as the season progressed, team seen that and they locked in on it, bro, and they pushed his ass out to where he was very uncomfortable with the ball. Yeah, he looked like he could handle the rock, but at the same time, how effective is he really gonna be at the 3-point line trying to, create offense? Like it was not effective, bro, especially against good defense. It was non-existent. So, man, bro, it is what it is, Green. You've been saying it, bro. It's up to these guys to get better individually, and everything else to take care of itself. And if they continue to do what they did this past season, LP being the outlier, you know what I mean, and kind of getting back to his growth that he was, the year before last, we'll be better, bro. Because I like what I've seen out of Bari. Kind of still a little bit of Janet K's thunder. Bari got better, bro, and he got better in the playoffs. Like, barring that horrible turnover, Bari looked good in the playoffs, man, and he gonna be better, man. I'm glad he talking like that. He coming out of his little boy shell, and he becoming a full-fledged man, bro. No disrespect, but he was young, young-minded, young game, everything. He talking like a man, like he matured, and he knows this. He's arrived as a player, and he ready to take that next leap, bro, and be a if not a great player, a damn good one. So I like what I'm hearing out of him, bro. And we'll get into that, man, when you do your stream. We'll get into Barry, man, and, you know what I'm saying, because there's some things I want to talk about his game as well, man,
Right.
and that he could really improve on. And I've seen glimpses of it at times this past season, but he didn't really get they trust him a little bit, but not to the level that they need to really give him the rock and let him do his thing, you know what I mean, to me. And KD need to fall back a little bit this upcoming season. With Fred coming back, bro, I think KD is gonna fall back soon. You feel me? And these young guys need to show they metal and they development, and they need to take a leap forward and help push KD to the back. Not in a bad way, but like, all right, OG, we know you do what we need you to do. You feel me? But it's for us to carry the season. Playoff time, we gonna unlock you. You feel me? So that's the type of shit they need to be on, bro, as players, bro. You know what I mean? They lean too much on KD, including Ime. I will take that, Rich. Ime should have leaned more on the players and not so much on KD. But he was trying to win games, bro. As a coach, you're trying to win as many games as possible. So you got to do what you know that's gonna get you wins. And shit, riding KD will get you some wins, but it got us some losses too at times. So that's a learning experience the guys seen, and they'll get better learning that KD is limited. He'll turn that bitch over. You understand me? Putting him on the ball and in traffic and all type of shit. He will give it up. So these players know that too, and they all that the myth and the KD being almighty and all this. Some of that pixie dust can go off. They know he's human, bro. He got his faults too, just like everybody else. So now they going into a season with different expectations than they probably had this past season, with Fred coming back, knowing who KD is as a player and as a And as a person, they know what they're dealing with. So they need to hold themselves more accountable this coming season, bro. You know, and I think they will. You feel me? I love what I'm doing in the weight room, working out, getting big, looking strong as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna be that wing that we know he is, bro. Like, get him off the rock, man. It's cool him to be a secondary creator, but he ain't no primary creator, bro. He damn sure ain't no primary creator for others. So yes, he can get assists, you know what I mean, being a secondary ball handler. But when you put him at the point of attack and just telling him to go get buckets for him and himself, you setting your team up for failure, and you setting the arm up for failure, bro. So I think he gonna be better this year, bro. I think he gonna be a beast. Now that's the player, bro, that I think might have a tremendous jump this year. Him and Reed Sheppard. I think Reed being off ball green is gonna really be. And I know, bro, I should have said some of this shit earlier, but everybody was talking that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to interrupt people, man. Reed Sheppard, bro, him being off ball is really gonna help this team a lot. Not, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna really show what he really good at is really spotting up, shooting, and catch and shoot, bro. And so it's gonna those things like that, bro. It's gonna make us better. I don't really look at teams and what San Antonio and all that. I don't look at this shit, bro. I look at us being the best team we could be, and if we be the best we could be, bro, we could be able to compete with these guys, bro. If we live up to our expectations, and our players live up to their individual talent assessments, bro, we'll be better. And we're gonna be right there with them teams, bro. I ain't tripping on San Antonio and all this shit. You feel me? Kelsey is good. Kelsey can't shoot. He showed his ass could be he showed he could be exposed, bro. You understand? Turn the ball over, can't shoot, under pressure, all type of shit. Dylan Harper showed he's a baller. But okay, it's cool. You feel me? Wimmy got limited in the playoffs when you applying pressure his ass, making his ass play defense every time down court. Like, bro, it's a lot of things that we could show up that these teams are not bulletproof, bro. You feel me? And the Knicks showed that a hot team could go to work and get this shit, bro. These teams are not made out of goddamn Teflon, bro. All of them could be beat. You feel me? It just Knicks stick to what they do best, bro. They do what they do well. They play off with Jalen Brunson, and they let Cat be Cat, and then they role play a star in their roles, bro. That's it. That's it, bro. It's simple, very fucking simple, bro. And they got hot at the right time in the playoffs. And then, hey, bro, it didn't matter how good San Antonio or how talented San Antonio was, bro. Knicks played their game and they executed. And that's it. That's how this shit go, bro. And you get out of this pocket, out of you watching these other teams. Oh, man, San Antonio. Oh, man, OKC. And they showed you their ass could be beat, bro. You feel me? So, bro, it's up for us, bro, to develop and play our game, bro, get better individually as players, as our guys do. We got the talent green. We won off games alone, bro, just talent this past year, and we still stayed in the top 5 all year long. You feel me?
Yeah.
With a hurt Steven Adams and a hurt Fred VanVleet, Dorian Finney-Smith that didn't give us shit, a spoiled brat acting ass Tari Eason, and an LP that regressed, bro. And we still stayed in the top 5 all year long. So it says a lot about the talent we got on the squad. So if these guys continue to grow, continue to get better, bro, Barry, LP, Armand, Tari, goof ass, Reed Sheppard, yeah, bro, and with the vest that we picked up, man, we're gonna be straight, bro. We're gonna be straight. That bitch gotta give us something this year, though. We ain't get a goddamn thing out of the bench last year, bro.
Nothing from the bench.
Not a goddamn thing.
The bench, we adding Steven Adams and Fred VanVleet back. Hopefully we can get the 70 plus from KD again on some merit shit, on some you know what I'm saying, on some, you know, giving him some rest type of shit, healthy shit. You add all that, bro, and you banking on a young core. I think we in good money. Because if we want to keep the young core, if everybody say, "Oh, I believe in the young core," then it don't matter who the coach is, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They have to figure it out individually and collectively, chemistry and camaraderie. Look at what the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not the Knicks. Everybody not OKC. Everybody not San Antonio. Because of the coach that they have. You know what I'm saying? At Boston at one point when they had our coach. You feel me? So it was on the players to execute and get shit done.
That's it, bro.
With certain players, get out the way as far as like breaking down the offense and don't be lackadaisical on defense and in these type of games and this type of game, then bro, yeah, you're gonna have some up and down nights. KD doing what he doing. We like you said, we already know how KD built and how he think and how he move. He gonna get his numbers, but you gonna leadership from the nigga, you ain't finna get that. He gonna lead by example. This how you be a professional. This how you go get it. This how you know what I'm saying. You shouldn't give a fuck. You shouldn't be scared. You should go get it. Like that type of shit. But as far as like, you know what I'm saying,
bring the team together and all that type of shit.
No. That ain't what he want to do, and I don't think that's what we brought him over here for. The guy that was brought over here for that went down last year with a significant injury, Fred VanVleet, and that's just the case of the scenario. But I do think the Rockets are gonna be a better team. Our young guys are hopefully they grow and mature, and understand the situation that they're gonna be presented and put in next year with the group that we have going forward. But hey, Ken, you there, bro? Did I get to you already, Ken? Ken taking shit. Hey, Reggie.
Thank you. Yeah.
Reg, you there, Reg?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Reg, what you got before we get up out of here, bro? What you got on, everything for we were saying about Ime and the squad, bro? What you got on it before we get up out of here?
We had some good constructive conversations. I think this was one of the streams where everybody, for the most part, was on the same page. There was a few disagreements, like little details, but the main idea, everybody was pretty much on the same sheet of music. We was pretty much in step with each other as far as the direction we want the organization and the players to go. I heard this one guy say one time, life is hard, but it's very simple. And when I think about the Rockets and the NBA in general, for us, it's a little bit harder. We're younger, but we got to keep it simple, right? That's the kind of direction we got to go in, because the little things we got to prioritize. Not turning the ball over being the biggest one, not beating ourselves, executing. Kind of get away from it got to be, because obviously the players we have, we got strengths and weaknesses, and one of the weaknesses, none of these guys besides KD is ultra efficient. So and I'm the biggest culprit, is demanding them to be something they're clearly not. It's not. None of these dudes is ever gonna pull up and just give us 50, 40, 90 or anything close to that. That's not what they are. That's not what they do. They're young, they're athletic, they're very streaky. All of these guys we have, they're very streaky. They go hot and they get really cold. And when they get cold, they get ice cold. So when you gotta when you have big fluctuations like that, you need to have an identity. You need to have something to fall back on. And what do you fall back on? The basics, the fundamentals. The fundamentals will take you very far. Kobe Bryant harped on that. He became one of the greatest players of all time by honing in on the fundamentals. And somewhere along the line between, a couple years ago and now, we lost track of that as a team. So if these young guys can really they're not really that young anymore. Somebody said that. It's time to produce. So if these dudes can get back to the basics, making clean, crisp passes, not turning the ball over, setting solid screens, sealing your man, getting rebounds. Steven Adams can't be the only dude on the team consistently getting rebounds and sealing and blocking out and boxing out, making your free throws. If you do these things alone, like as a team, we've been talking about this for years. These guys can't make their free throws, bro. Forget the 3-pointers. Bro, you getting to the line, you can't even make your free throws, bro. You turn the ball over. Them two things right there. So little things like that, bro. Executing, running the right plays, playing hard, being in the right spot, proper spacing, bro. That is going to take us a long way too. So just don't beat ourselves. And if we can do that, I think we'll have more success in the postseason, hopefully. And that's pretty much it for me.
Already, Reg. Hey, salute to you, bro. Salute to, everybody else on the panel. Salute to the chat. Salute to the super chat. I appreciate y'all, man. To the next stream, we have a Jabari. Well, I'm gonna stop, saying what stream I'm gonna do. But y'all know what I'm gonna do. Jabari the next stream.
Tell them goddamn thing. Nigga.
Every time I give him some, somebody else take it. Gingerbread ass. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Hey, salute to y'all, man. Salute to y'all, man. We'll be back with another stream. It's your boy Greenleaf Xclusive. We out here, fam. Peace. Peace.
Peace. Yeah, you get when you